guy that's still possessed.
Yeah.
If I
Okay.
remember correctly.
I would like to just go. I'll go to make sure the kids are okay. All right. Monster.
Are you gonna go see if they're okay when you just try to fry their brains out? Okay. Let us had enough of this. She walks out to Beargrain and
Oh my
grabs him
God.
by the collar. And then she goes, if you think it's justified to kill innocent children to save Bori, then you better do your goddamn job of protecting her better. That's it. The next time you try to do something like this, I'll personally separate that head from your shoulders. And then she lets go and walks away.
I just scowl.
Yeah, bro.
Say,
Angry as fuck.
you know, kids.
Put my helmet back on.
Yeah, so there's one guy still possessed, and Leonard has an idea. But you'd like to confer with the party first.
I'll just go over to the. I will go over to the kids and just see if I can do anything to help.
You head up to them. You see the sort of deep scar lines. They're barely sealed wounds, really, that you think are deep enough that to likely leave scars. Gen has very badly damaged one eye. I don't know to what extent you have healing powers that might be able to help with that, but it does look like a serious injury.
Okay, well, I tell you what. On both of them, I'll try. I can burn cure wounds at level 3 twice, so one on each of them.
Wow, okay.
And just see if I can do anything to stop any damage that might cause them to come and take revenge later.
Okay. So
This whole thing was noble up until that moment.
your ranger skills are kind of nature based, right, and survival based. So, I'm going to say roll me a check of some kind, either be medicine or nature, to try to use your magic. Because medicine's going to be about kind of using your magical energies to and your knowledge of medicine to be able to heal them, and nature's going to be sort of pure power. Can you use your magical energy to try and repair the damage that's been done?
Okay, do you want to burn spell slots for it or not?
Yeah.
Burn spell slots, but still do the roll.
Yeah, without the spell slots, then the roll wouldn't be possible at all.
Okay, so I
The
think
scars would be permanent.
I don't think survival works because if it's... Oh, no, wait.
I don't know about it. Was survival's, it would have to be medicine or nature, I think, really.
I think because... I think it should be one of them for wisdom. Should we say survival and just
Yeah, I'm good with that.
my magic comes under that. Boom. It's 5.
A natural one. You lean down and begin work. A soft glow emanates from beneath your closed fist as you reach forward and sort of plant a hand against the cheek of the young boy. His mottled kind of dark brown hair that's usually quite straight is kind of matted against his head with blood, and he's clearly very unconscious. As you place your hand against his face, you see the warm healing glow sort of ripple over the side of his form. The scars don't take too well to the healing magic, and you do your best. It's going to be time will tell as to whether or not that eye is visible through again, but you're worried that maybe that's not going to be the case. However, as you kneel down and plough this healing magic into them, Sa Lung, their father, kind of steps towards you, this kind of huge, deep concern in his face, having not been part of the battle. He runs up, sees what you're doing as you grab the side of the face of his child, and you could just see kind of tears begin to roll down his face. As he runs up, he plants a hand on your shoulder and plants another one on his son's head as he just kneels beside you, sort of devastated and moved, thankful that they're still breathing.
I just say, they'll live.
He just looks down and you can You just see him attempt to speak, and the words catch in his throat, and he just gives a gentle nod. Meanwhile, Lenith, you reach your 5 that are kind of unconscious. One of them, you believe, still possessed.
I think I'm gonna let this situation here simmer down a little bit before anything else.
What do you want to do? Anything I can help with?
So it seems like this guy has taken over so many people in the city, and he is one mind within all of them. If we could try to lure them out, I think maybe me and Bori could try to create a custom spell to dispel everybody at the same time. And in order to lure them out, we could try to either beat them or dominate them. But how that would work, I'm not sure. If that would backfire, since it's really a mind inside a person, I'm not sure. But that's
Sounds like
my idea.
sounds dangerous.
Any other suggestions?
As you're talking, you notice it begins to rain.
Just bathed.
See how many.
This building next to us on the right here, it's someone's house, or what is it?
Yeah, this one here is a residence. 2 of the guys that you fought live there. They're unconscious at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk up to one of the doors, open it, and start carrying people into the house out of the rain.
Okay.
So, one at a time.
You begin putting them in.
I'll do the same with the kids, if that's okay with Sarlong.
Sar takes Ro into his hands and allows you to take Gen, and between you take the 2 of them into the building.
Once again, can I just talk to him, just say, how did this happen? Did you not know us?
He looks to you, he says, They were fine yesterday. They were, well, I don't know what happened overnight. If what you say is true, these men, and he gestures over to 2 men that are looking to the side, they have kind of clearly pulled and brought Tsar to the scene of the battle. He says, they told me that the men, the women, they were not well. They were not themselves, speaking with another's voice. If that happened to my children, could it have happened to my wife? She has not been herself since Faenor came and cured her.
Sorry, I missed what was going on.
When he says, can
Internet.
you remind me, when he says Faenor, is he talking about Vandergast?
He is.
Yeah.
To his mind, that's the name he knows that wizard by.
His wife is possessed.
I'll tell him that. Do I know his wife's possessed? Did you tell us that?
I did tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your wife was definitely possessed. And also, what you know as Faenor, we know as Vandergast. Faenor is the one that was possessing you.
How many has this creature taken? If it wasn't for you, I would be among his number, I have no doubt. Thank you for coming, and thank you for choosing this to be your problem. I doubt that even the Grand Master could have done what you did.
Where's your wife?
I do not know. She was not in the house. I would have expected her to be meditating, keeping watch over the children, but she was not. And then the children sprinted from the house with fresh wounds. I did not see what happened.
Okay.
I'll go look for her. And
Let's
I
go.
cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on myself. Because Bori hit me with a cannon.
Sorry.
10.
I would really need to take a short rest. I don't have any spell slots left.
I'll stay with you.
I get my crossbow ready and go look for her.
Okay. Placing the children inside and the rest of these poor hapless fools unconscious but mostly cured except for one, all placed in the building resting, you head out looking for evidence of where this woman has gone. As you head outside, you notice that there's Baiteng Resheng and Julong have all come forward looking. Zalung stays with his children. Fei Lian is there as well, all of them trying to tend to those injured. And as you step outside, you see no immediate sign of this woman.
I'm staying.
Was it his house we went into?
No, this is just this local house is just one of the other residences.
Okay, should we wander over to her house?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do
I'm
that.
with you guys as well.
Sweet.
I'll help Lena. Well, I'll tie up the guy that's still possessed, that's unconscious.
I'll help.
All right.
Like really tie him. We're talking bondage, S&M safe word style.
I expected no less. As you enjoy yourself and the rest of the party head north. 3, Bearagrand and Seraphina and Bori. Are you taking the bear, Bori?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
Just rebuilt her.
Alright, so you head to the north and head towards the building that's their residence. Heading up to it, the door is wide open, and you immediately seen Bearagrand. There's signs of kind of running feet, a pair of small feet, and another pair of small feet, and 2 pairs of big feet. You get a sense that tracks in this dirt are relatively easy to spot, particularly for somebody of your skill.
But it's just the kids' feet?
You see both the kids' feet, and you see both sets of adult feet leaving the house.
Hi. What should we do? Seraphine, do you want to check inside and I'll follow the tracks?
Okay.
Okay, I follow the tracks that aren't leading to where Sarlung and the fight were.
Okay. It's relatively straightforward in this dirt. It is raining, but it's only just started, and you can follow the tracks relatively easily. They're heavy, as if she was moving with some pace, and you follow them as best you can towards what is obviously now to you the central tree in the village.
What's her name again?
Fiel.
Fiel.
Fiel Lung.
Fiel. I start yelling her name. Phil! Phil!
The rain grows harder. There's a sort of a whip of wind in the air.
Sorry, did you say it went back towards the tree?
Yes, to the central tree, this large willow entwined with some other darker wood, wrapped and exposed to the elements.
Isn't that where the fight was?
Yeah, the fight was kind of at the base of this tree. Are you on the? Can you see on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the fight happened sort of 50 odd feet to the south of the tree around here, and yeah, it looks like she's whipped out of this building and headed towards the central tree. There are steps that lead up all the way around it to the boughs, to this altar on the top.
Let's see. Okay, let's inspect the tree.
You head up close to it. It's wide. It's got a kind of almost roots-like feel to it. Like it's a single trunk, but it seems like it's built up of intertwined, thick trunks that just all wrap together, all entangled, weaving in and out of each other, and that spread out towards the top in this bow-like formation. It's full of life, this thing. There's a very wide staircase, maybe 7-8 feet wide, made of wood, that leads up around the right-hand side of the tree, that kind of weaves itself through the boughs. And you can't see even where that staircase leads, except that you can see the huge oval altar, which is a flat structure, oval, built into the boughs of the tree in the top. Almost like the tree is reaching up with a giant sort of plate of sorts to the sky.
Do the tracks? Is there any sign of the tracks going up the tree?
You can see dirt steps, definitely into the first 5-6 steps, and then they begin to kind of trail off. But it does look like these steps go all the way up.
I look to Bori and say, "We're going up."
I hop off Runkles. I grab the cannon. Like dismount it. Let's go.
Oh wait, we're hold on, because the Fifth Templar and Lilith are right here, right?
Yeah, they're nearby. Lenneth is kind of...
Right down here.
She's opened a spell book, kind of flicking through, thinking about taking a rest.
I just shout like, "Templar!
I look at him.
Need your help up here.
Why?
Possessed woman. Up the tree."
I grab my sword.
We're going up the tree.
I turn to Lenneth. You gonna be okay alone? You're muted.
Mute.
Common,
Wow.
Elvish.
I guess someone needs to stay put and look out for the psycho, so...
You know, don't do anything stupid.
I can't make any promises. It'll be fine, just go.
Okay. With your blessing. And I
Let's go.
step out in the rain and head towards Diagram.
Okay, we're going up.
And
No, no.
Seraphina, what are you doing?
I was investigating the house that they.
Okay. You
They're
step
out.
into the building, and you see the table that was laid out that you kind of were sitting at, watching out into the world, into the darkness before all of this took place. You, as you're kind of moving through, you notice that everything's pretty much as you left it. It's a little bit ramshackled, like people have clearly pushed things out of their way as they've left. And the other thing you notice is that the cider keg has sort of rolled onto its side, and as you take a look at it, you see that it's basically empty, and you find Vandergehast just unconscious in the corner of the room.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. You're alone. My bad.
Does he look like he's unconscious because he's drunk?
You
There's no other marks on him.
take a look over, rock him onto his side, and as soon as you do, he belches, and that tells you all you need to know.
Okay.
The waft of alcohol coming off him is strong. He's clearly just got himself destroyed.
Okay, I'm going to roll him onto his side then. Pat him on the head and go find the others.
All right. You nimble back out of the room. You see them just meeting up with the Templar, who's sheathing his greatsword at the base of this tree, and you jog on over. The rain starting to get particularly hard now, as the clouds overhead begin to kind of... They've got a sort of tempestuous look to them. You run up to them, and the four of you, standing at the base of this tree, begin to make your ascent.
Yeah, I draw the versatile great sword in one hand, and I draw the short sword in my other hand.
Ooh.
All right. This very long sword that's beautifully carved and deep, has got a kind of slight wisp of smoky air kind of coming off the back of it, steam almost, and you draw your second blade. as the four of you begin to crest the steps and head up top. Oh, hello. Alright. As you continue to kind of push through the boughs of this tree, and on any other day it would be beautiful as you climb up these steps, that having to duck through and step over a couple of tendrils of this tree that has reached obviously over and around and tangled around, in fact, this staircase as you've pulled yourself up. As you reach the top of the staircase, you crest the last few steps to see this big, older gentleman with this long white beard and a sort of a shade hat, which in a circle all across his head has become lopped to one side as he kind of cradles his head in one hand, his huge form enrobed in this long set of robes that trail the floor almost. He's heavy set in that he's exceedingly muscular for his age, his advanced years, and on his shoulder there is an eagle, distressed and beginning to kind of beat its wings and squawk in an uncomfortable fashion. Nearby, you see on the ground a sort of tankard that has rolled to one side, leaving a dappled trail of liquid behind it. And you see Fiel, this woman standing nearby with her hands clasped in front of her, watching the Grand Master sort of racked, trying to kind of maintain his composure and balance as he stands on the other end of what is basically a huge oval dais. That's the wrong word, I guess. It's like a huge oval altar made of wood with these carved runes in circles around the middle. There's a small pattern of runes, particularly in the dead center of this huge oval. As he, racked with pain, begins to he takes a step and staggers for a moment, and Fiel turns to you, and she takes a step forward and begins clapping slowly. There's a kind of wild look to her eyes, this slight madness that you see. And as she looks to you, she says, "Well done. This group of adventurers I had heard so little about has suddenly come to save this small town and to stop me. Do you not know what I am trying to do here? The suffering of the people of this town, their mortal lives, even though they are elves 750 years, is nothing. In the blink of an eye, it is nothing compared to all of existence. They will grow old, they will wither, they will die. Suffering is part of their very nature. Mortality is a disease, and I am the cure. You are mortal. Do you not see how you suffer?" She takes another step forward.
That's close enough.
What's the guy, the airbender guy doing?
His hat tumbles from his head and rolls like a coin on wood a little way before sort of coming to a close. And as that happens, you see that as he kind of rocks himself forward, he has this very noticeable wooden pendant that's around his neck. He takes a step, and you can hear him, and he begins to speak and can't quite catch his breath as he tussles. He looks like he's in the throes of trying to maintain control.
Oh.
As Fiel continues, "I will give you this one chance." And then she sees this little halfling that is always so difficult to see at any given moment, but so kind of makes herself known as she steps with this group onto this oval altar. And she just looks to her and utters that same kind of phrase under her breath, Atara. And she looks over to her and says, You of all people should understand. It was you I was trying to understand and please. You who left me, abandoned me in my waking moments. I was trying to understand who I was, what this world was, what I was here to do. And you left me. And so I wondered what it was you wanted me to do. And I discovered that suffering was what you would want me to cure. I heard of the exploits of the Blue Gnome group, and I wanted to be like you, to cure the suffering of this world. But then I realized that this world's suffering comes from its very existence. There is no curing it, but to cure it completely. To live as a mortal in this world is to suffer, is to grow old, to decrepify and to die, if you don't become the thing that causes suffering yourself. And she looks to Beregrand. Something I see you tussle with every day.
Who is this weirdo?
My name is Faenor. I am the one of smoke and light. I am the cure to this world's suffering. And
How do you know
I-
Seraphina?
I look to Seraphina and I say, "You Blue Gnome people sure do come with a lot of baggage."
I know nothing about this. She's
And then I shoot the lady, not trying to kill her, try to put one like in her shoulder or something.
Roll me an attack as you, out of nowhere, like draw fire from your back. The shot rings out.
I'll take -5 for extra 10 damage.
All right.
Again, not trying to kill innocent people.
You would be welcome to.
Ah, shit. Oh wait, I can re-roll on a... So that would only be 7.
7? No,
But I
7
can re-roll
misses.
a miss. Okay, so it's 16.
That does hit.
That's 18 damage.
18.
Plus 2 or something. For humanoids. I don't know what it is. Sorry. Plus 4 damage on humanoids, so 22.
22 points of damage as Beregrand draw fires. Poof, this loaded crossbow bolt sings through the air. Like the force of it pushes the rain aside as it strikes her in the shoulder. It's a deep wound, and she staggers from the impact, collapsing to one knee. And as she looks up to you, she's like, "Do you not see how?" And she collapses to the ground, passing out unconscious. And you hear from across the altar, "How you suffer."
Oh,
And everyone rolls for initiative.
oh boy.
Laugh!
You should have let me sleep!
Oh, this is having a nap.
So how far up are we
We'll
from the
wait
ground?
and see if I see anything exploding up there anytime soon.
Are we like really far up in the air now?
Yeah, you're 100 feet up.
Oh no, Runkle's at the bottom as well.
No, no!
Does Runkle roll initiative?
Yeah, if you want, you can get him to roll initiative and your owl as well, of course, because Owl's down there too.
Owly.
Would the owl come up with us?
I'll say. if
Yeah,
you want
I
the owl to come with
generally
you.
because generally I keep him in my bag and only let him out in like fights or when I need him.
You-
So,
yeah,
I don't
you
know. I
let him
don't know
out
if
in
I'd
the
have
last
put him
fight.
back in my. Yeah, I let him out in the last fight, so I don't know if I would have put him back. I didn't
Alright
say
then.
I did, so he'll be
That's
down
alright.
there. But I'll roll for him.
All right. The
Shit.
owl perched on your shoulder. Oh, I need to roll initiative for this guy.
Holy shit, this map looks awesome.
This one was photoshopped.
Looks freaking awesome.
Alright. Oh, he rolled pretty well. Bergrand, what did you roll?
Just 26.
Woohoo! I need Lenneth to roll as well, if you haven't already. Templar?
Oh.
Because you're
On
gonna
its own.
you're gonna hear at some point stuff going off up top, and then
He rolled an 18.
He's communing with the spirits.
Rory
Bori rolled a 20.
I rolled 21.
and the owl.
Owl got a 3. Runkle got 14.
All right. And Seraphina.
24.
Ooh, some nice rolls going on here. All right. In which case, the first person to react as this robed man takes a single step. Bergrand, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to. Got 35 movement. I'm gonna run up and tackle him.
All right.
Whoa!
Sprinting forward.
Do. What do you need from me?
So it's 35 feet. What's your movement speed?
25 plus 10 on the first round of combat.
Oh, that'll do it. As you
Oh.
manage to sprint up, land him right next to him. Yeah. So we'll roll a contested strength check if you want to kind of grapple him, trying to sort of slam into him and hold him.
Strength check, yeah?
Yeah. He rolls a 16.
It's not letting me roll my strength. It's weird. Oh, there it is.
Natural
Natural-
20! As you charge forward, like holstering your crossbow, barreling forward, slamming into him, and he slams backwards and kind of hits the ground. You are currently sort of grabbing on top of him as he's kind of hit the ground behind you. He is, with the nat 20, I'll say he's currently knocked prone.
Nice.
You're kind of grappled.
I guess that's my action. So I'm probably done. Let me see what spells I got. Nah, I'm done.
Okay.
Unless, I can't attack, can I?
Unless you've got an attack as a bonus action, but he is currently considered grappled.
Yeah, okay, I'm done.
Okay. As you slam into him, and he hits the ground, Seraphina, you're up.
Cool. So any shots I make at him will have disadvantage.
They will.
I'm still going to try and shoot him, but I've got advantage, so that kind of levels it out, right?
Because you're first to attack and he hasn't attacked yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Sorry. I can attack him. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. As in the grapple replaces one of them.
Do it.
So I can attack him again.
You can attack him with a ranged weapon if you want to try and crossbow him. If you've got something else.
Fuck yeah, I'll crossbow him from here.
So you kind of draw shoot him point blank. You're going to have disadvantage on the attack with a ranged weapon unless you've got sharpshooter.
That's it. Well, okay, so I've got advantage on creatures who haven't acted.
Good. Okay, so just roll a straight up check then, because you've got disadvantage with him being right next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna take -5 plus 10.
Do it.
Sorry, Seraphina.
Okay.
The 16 to hit.
16 to hit. He manages to dodge it as he darts his head to one side, strikes the wood, splintering it just behind him.
It's only a 9 to hit.
That one misses as well. As they as he manages to sort of nimble out of the attack. Seraphina, you're up.
Okay, yeah, I'm going for a hit. I'm using one of my poisoned arrows that isn't the normal poisoned arrows.
Okay.
31?
31 does hit. Massive hit. Fucking hell, natural 19.
Cool. And he needs to make a constitution save.
Alright. He rolls a natural 1.
Oh, he definitely failed that. So, at the moment, he's got the poison status, so he's got disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
Alright, as you take the shot, it strikes into him, and yeah, he looks a bit sickly from the attack. 9 to hit?
Okay.
9 damage?
No, that was the 9 damage from that one.
Alright, he's going to use... I didn't think it did damage, but given that he does, he's going to use... 2d10 plus 3. Alright, as Seraphina, you load the hand crossbow, you take a shot, and he whips the hand up, catches the arrow out of the air. The arrow still digs into the palm of his hand, but it doesn't have an effect on him as he kind of throws it to one side, the poison not quite taking effect.
That one didn't have poison.
Was that the second attack then?
No, so when I do one with my arrow, I still get the normal damage from an arrow, plus it has the magical effects that go with the crossbow.
Yes, so he uses his ability, which is to catch ranged weapons out of the air if he reduces the damage to 0. He rolled a 12 on the reduction of the damage, so from 9 to 0 he catches the missile out of the air.
So is he not poisoned at all then?
No.
Okay. So, fine, okay. So you didn't need to roll a constitution save.
That's alright. Any more for any more, Seraphina?
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and stab him.
Alright. After the first bolt, he catches it, kind of looks at you past it, and his eyes widen as he just sees you sprinting at him from across the way.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna shoot him because I can stab. But I'm still gonna run up real close.
You're gonna run up and just point blank him? Okay.
Yeah.
$14 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
As the second round strikes in the wood next to him, he manages to kind of just get out of the way of that attack. He's kind of dodging. It's starting to look like a maze of arrows and bolts around his head, like he's hooked into position. Any more for any more? Are you moving, Seraphina?
Yeah, I ran up towards him.
Yeah,
so.
don't forget to move yourself on the map.
Okay, that's me.
Alright. Sunyata. As he kind of is grappled by this Bergrand who's sort of kneeling on his chest, he slams his fists together, bam, right in front of him, right in front of Bergrand. And I need both Bergrand and Seraphina to make a strength saving throw.
$22.
16.
16. Alright. So, Bergrand, you take 3 points of thunder damage, and Seraphina, you take 6, and you're cast back 15 feet, Seraphina. As this wave of thunderous force echoes into the sky, and you hear it, Everybody below hears it. Everyone within 500 feet hears this crack of thunder as he slams his fists together in front of him. Berogrand, you take the impact and just kind of remain gripping onto him. Lenneth, you're up.
Right. The guy who's restrained, is he awake or is he still out?
He's
Cold.
still out cold.
Okay. Then I just yell for someone to keep an eye on him, and I run. As fast as I can.
Alright. Let me find out where you are. Ms. Vermilion. Alright. So you actually do reach the base of the tree by the end of your turn, so we'll pop you up there.
Alright. That's it for my turn?
Bori,
Uh,
as this kind of as you begin to move, you feel the wind begin to kick up around you as this storm grows in intensity. That's better.
What's
And-
initiatives?
Sorry?
What's initiatives? I don't know. I didn't know. No one got mine, I don't think.
18 for you?
Yeah? Yeah?
Is it 18?
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, you're going to be
Okay.
next.
You're in there.
As the
I
wind
rolled
begins to
highest.
kick up and there's a gale that begins to blow, it just starts to kind of gradually rise in intensity. Bori, you're up.
Unsettling. I'm gonna run over here to get an angle and just fire my cannon.
Alright.
Oh wait. I'm gonna go a bit further this way because I just remembered my cannon like shoots me backwards when I'm not on Runkle. that could be it as well. So.
Oh,
yeah, I'll go like here. Bori kills herself. 14?
14 misses, unfortunately.
Shit!
As it shatters the wood nearby Berogrand, like showered with these wooden splinters. Make me a strength saving throw.
Shit. Saving throw strength. Five?
As you, poof, it blows you back 5 feet. You hit the ground nearby and sort of do a little bit of a skid backwards, but you're okay. Doesn't do any damage, just grind against the runes beneath you.
Bonus action reload, that's it.
As you're back, like laying on your back, load another round into the Templar.
It's gonna run him. 30. I'm using the crappy mouse, not a double click, so this will take a while. Okay. Go up there. I'm like a foot away. A foot too far away. I'm gonna use my action to press the button
The button.
on the armor,
Okay.
which activates blur.
You slam it, boom, and it begins to ripple this field around you that gives your image a sort of distorted vision to it when people look at you.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna do Shield of Faith on Bori.
Oh. Thank you.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. All right. He slams his fist into the ground and, using a legendary action, bursts into the sky.
What?
I'm going to need you to make a contested strength check against him.
God's sake. $17.
All right, I'm answering your question on thing. 17 against Hills. Come to me, Senята. Against his 17. As he kind of lifts into the air, you manage to stay holding him, so you're still grappled on, and he lifts into the air with you. It's a huge jump. pulls into the air, and you get dragged along, pulling up behind him. He flies across and lands next to Seraphina. Lands on the ground
With me?
with you.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
You watch as the scene descends beneath you and then comes back up as you land on the ground, still clinging onto him, like grabbing onto his robes with your fists. This eagle on his shoulder kind of squawks, and he kind of swats it to one side.
I think if he's going to take off, I'd probably let go.
Yeah?
If he's going to jetpack away, then yeah.
All right.
It's a hell of a decision to make after.
It is.
Well, I can hold on if you want me to, but
Well, you tried to hold on. You could roll the contested strength check, right?
I did, Rob. This okay, fine. I stay on.
Like instinctively, Bergrand
I'm
holds on.
surprised.
Like I can
If you
hold
wanna
him.
fly
I can
off.
hold him. Look down. Like I'm not holding him down. Mr. Wrinkle is up. Wrinkle, Mr. Wrinkle. Where's Mr. Wrinkle gets old?
If he,
Okay, what? I guess he just needs to dash to get it. I don't know how far down he is.
Say he's probably somewhere with Lenneth, so we'll pop him there.
Yeah, so he can do 80 feet in a dash, so he just dashes as far as he can.
All right, right to the base of this tree. And the owl.
Well, he was at the base of the tree because I left him like at
Oh,
the
he
step.
was. All right,
Yeah.
so we'll have him sort of about there, kind of beginning to sort of march his way up the tree.
The owl was way back with Lenneth, but again just gonna dash, but has 60 feet fly speed, so can go 120 flying.
120 will put her kind of in the air at about your height, somewhere around
Okay, cool.
here.
Fine. Cool.
Bergrand, you're up.
okay. So I'm still grappled on him. Now I'm gonna remember that I had a special warhammer, and I'm gonna hit him with that.
All right.
Sorry, so I haven't put this in yet. So it's roll 1d20 plus plus 10. It's 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
And then it's just one. Sorry, guys. 1d8 plus 5. 12 damage.
12 damage. As you reach back, having landed, Warhammer just kind of pulls into your hand from your belt. You wham! Slam him across the face. It cracks him pretty hard, and he kind of looks back to you with this sort of.
Alright, now do it again. That's a natural 20.
Oh shit.
Let's see. 2d8 plus 12 damage.
12 damage. Alright. Smack him with the other direction, slamming him across the face in the other way. It cracks him. He kind of pulls back to look at you, and you can see this kind of gentle trail of smoke coming from a couple of new wounds across his upper torso and jaw. He pushes his jaw back into place. He's like, nice shot. I will teach you more, though. You have so much left to learn. And after you...
Can I look? I just look at him, grab hold of him, and beat him in the head with a hammer. Just like, what are you?
He, as you kind of smack him in the face the second time, he looks to you. He's like, I am the end of suffering. And he takes an unarmed strike as a legendary action.
Oh.
Ah, what? That before I talk to him?
Aye, aye, aye.
Jeez.
He rolls a 19 to hit.
Yes. For
Uh,
sure.
I need you to roll a. It's going to be a dexterity saving throw.
Dun, 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 13.
He takes a single crack, bam, right to your chest, and it pulls you off your feet. You take 18 points of damage and slam back onto your butt, basically hitting the ground hard. You're considered prone for the minute.
He's not grappled anymore, right?
No. You get this kind of slow motion moment as he strikes you in the chest. Seraphina, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna use summon force my rapier with the soul knife,
Okay.
and I'm taking a slash at him using the green flame blade.
It bursts into flame in your hand, and you, with a bit of a flourish, lance forward. Roll an attack.
$25.
25 hits.
So that's 7. That's 6.
17 points in total.
Yeah, the 4 is fire damage, the 6 is necrotic damage, and the 7 is normal damage.
You lance forward the rapier, catching him. A little burst of green flame across his chest as it strikes. As it does so, it kind of tears open his robes a little bit on the side. You can see this dangling wooden pendant in front of him, and you can see these kind of rippling muscles beneath this robe. He looks like a big guy. Any more for any more, Fina?
Nope, that's me.
At the end of your turn, he makes a single strike towards you as a legendary action. 16 to hit.
Misses.
That's not going to hit. All right. As you lance him, and he takes a sort of side kick, blasting this foot forward. You see it coming, drawing your rapier back and ducking under the blow. You feel it just glancing blow against the top of your head, but it does nothing as it skips over with its full force wasted, and he pulls it back, landing it down, and as he hits the ground, the dust around him kicks up a little bit, beginning to swirl as the wind kicks up faster and faster past you. So Sunyata reaches forward, and as he does...
You skip me?
did I skip you? No. You're after Bori.
Yeah, but you went from Bori to Beargrand.
Beargrand was top of the order.
Yeah, it went 5th Templar, Mr. Runkle, Bird, Beargrand, Seraphina, back to Sunyata, then Lenneth, then Bori, then Templar.
Okay.
We all rolled really high on initiative.
Right.
So Beargrand has only had 2 turns.
Bori's only been once.
Yeah.
So,
You haven't been
Okay.
missed, I don't think.
yeah.
All right.
So as he spins, he hurtles this fist forward, and a column of wind jets forward towards Bori.
It's just, I think it's confusing because of his legendary actions. It seems
Yeah.
like it's always
Yeah,
been
you
done,
keep
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
you-
And because
Was the
you got
jump a legendary action?
Mr. Sorry?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what threw me off.
Yeah. What? What? Let's not do that.
Oh no.
What's that?
As he
I
kind
don't
of
know.
makes a couple of movements with his hand and then thrusts it forward, the single punch blasts a column of air that just spirals forward and slams into Bori. I need Bori
Don't say strength saving throw.
to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, motherfucker. Holy shit!
Boom! You You see it coming, and you grab the wood beneath you. It strikes into you, and it's like being in a hurricane. It just slams through you, and you see this column of massive wind barreling through Bori as she sits there, her knuckles white against the wood, holding form, just screaming into the air. And I don't think she takes any damage. Alright, no, but the wind keeps blowing past Bori. She's at no risk of getting pushed, but it's going to be difficult to move towards him while it's going on.
Can my beanie fly off and then my hair's just like scrapping the wind?
It's wild-haired Bori.
Like never been combed. Just
Lenneth, you're up.
Alright. Just gotta run, I guess. Can I get on to Bronco on this turn?
oh yes.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. As you run up behind him,
Ta-da!
sort of leaping up,
Bronco!
grabbing onto the back of Runkle's fur, and
Running.
pulling yourself up.
Tossing myself over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh!
Just you've been around Runkle enough; he knows you well enough to allow you to jump on.
He's faster than me, so.
Yeah, smart.
He's smart.
Smart.
Oops. All right.
Is that an action to climb on Runkle, or did she dash there?
Yeah, it'll be an action to climb on Runkle.
You could have like held a spell, like on the back of Runkle. How cool! Is it?
Right?
Get me in there, Runkle.
If Runkle had had the chance to stop and pick her up, maybe. But... All right.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Lenneth jumping onto the back of Runkle, beginning to climb the stairs together. He hops over a branch as you're on the back of him. Bori, you're up.
Okay. So this wind is still blowing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wind is just like cascading past you, with you having managed to sort of bear the brunt of the first strike. It's double, like it's half movement speed to move through it.
Oh.
But beyond that, yeah, you're pretty much okay.
Can I just try and sidestep out of it like this way?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's 10 feet wide, so it'll just take you kind of 10... You'll be double movement to get outside.
Okay, so yeah, I just go just outside, like here then.
Alright.
I'm just gonna try shooting. 17?
It slams. I need to make a strength saving throw as this huge echoing blast rings forward. He does this kind of arcing move with his body, limbering backwards, and the shot cascades past him and into the distance. He pulls himself back up. Boing.
That'd be a 0.
Slides another 5 feet back onto the wood behind her.
Reload. Turnover.
With that strike, he makes another... In fact, what he's going to do for 2 legendary actions, he brings his
fuck you.
hands up above him.
God, how many does
and
he have?
slams it down in front of him. He gets 3 a turn. He slams them together, and there's this shattering explosion of sound and force. And I need the 3 of you guys, not Bori, she's not in the range, but the other 3, the other 3 in the battle to make a... In fact, let me grab it up. It's Fist of 4 Thunders. Constitution saving throw. Alright, it's a DC 17 save, so the Templar manages to resist the effects but still takes 5 points of damage, and Beregrand and Seraphina both take 9 points of thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away. With Beregrand kind of lying on the ground, poof, there's this thunderous sort of shockwave of force that just blasts into you and slides you back across the wood. And Seraphina, similarly, you slam back onto your ass and just slide an additional 10 feet back. But you aren't knocked prone, I don't think, Seraphina. I think you're still up. So, Templar, you're up.
Quick question: are any of these things he's doing considered spells?
No, these are kind of monk disciplines.
Okay. Shouldn't chose that spell. Cool. No, I'm just gonna. We hit him at all?
Yeah, so as you kind of take a look at him, you can see that he's got a couple of upper body torso marks from Seraphina's blade. There's a gouging wound to his left shoulder. His jaw is pulverized a little bit. It's kind of blackened and injured. There's a small kind of grazed scuff on his chin. Yeah, he's been hit a few times, but he's very much still standing.
Oh, okay. I'll take 3 swings at him.
Managing to get into close range, you run forward, blade in hand.
I'm looking to not like brutally decapitate him and cut off limbs, but to slice the back of his legs, his arms, like that, just to illustrate I'm not trying to kill this guy.
All right.
14 misses. 18.
That hits.
Okay. 14 damage on that one. Third one. 28.
That hits.
Another 14.
Woo.
Bonus action, gonna hit him with my short sword. 27 hit.
3 strikes and then blade sort of
Another 2.
spun around in your hand. Another 2 damage as it kind of gashes him across the ribs with this last little blow.
30 in total.
The blades striking him. There's now fresh wounds across his chest as his with this last kind of strike, it gashes across his torso and the whole upper part of his robes just tear away and fall down as it's kind of now wrapped around his waist, his bare chest exposed. And he kind of looks to you, he's like, "Ugh. It's your time now." And he kind of looks to the side for a moment, thinking, and his head turns. And he says, "I can see you would wish to stop me. The only problem is," he looks over his shoulder, "there are so many me's." And down in the distance, as you kind of look where he's looking, you can see this kind of movement of what may be 20, maybe 100 or more people charging, rushing forward in the distance, charging the village. You can't see what they look like from this distance, but they're kind of raggedy in the way that they move, kind of undisciplined and just charging and running. Nobody on the ground has seen them yet. They're a good ways off, like a good few hundred feet, but they are coming and running fast. Yeah. Any more for any more, Templar?
I tell him to go fuck himself, and that's it.
Nice.
Runkle.
Just gonna dash up the stairs.
Alright. 20, 30.
Well, if he can get there.
He can get there
yeah.
in 30. He's got 40
He's got
feet,
40,
so he can get about
yeah.
there in 40. Like, reach the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just do that. Wait there.
As this tired bear, just mechanical bear, pulls himself to the surface. Any more?
No, that's it.
Owl?
Owly.
Owlie's kind of there.
Just gonna fly. Wait, how far? Gonna. Yeah, just gonna fly up. Just over here somewhere. Yeah, that's it. Done.
Alright. Bear. Bergrand, you're up.
Gotta cure myself. I'll do second. Oh shit, might need that. Fuck. Okay, I'll heal myself at 4th level. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Cool. So that's 23, and I'm done.
All right. So Sunyata, looking around, seeing what's happening, he hasn't got any more legendary actions this round. Shit. Seraphina, right?
Okay, I'm gonna use the Ring of Ram on him.
Oh shit! A magical item we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use 3 charges,
Okay.
which is 3d6 damage.
Clutching the ring in front of her, Seraphina, like for the first time you've ever seen her, really, you can see her kind of pushing her fist into her open palm. You can see she's genuinely pissed off. And she rears up with this fist and plows it forward.
So that's 9 points of damage.
As this huge spectral force of a ram pushes out the end of the ring and just slams into the side of Sunyata.
And he has to make a strength saving throw.
How long have you had this ring?
As I recall, this is one of the 5 magic rings that you stole back as...
Oh, really?
Tim.
Nice.
Jesus.
He rolls a 5 on his strength saving throw.
Yeah, so he gets pushed 15 feet away.
Do I get an opportunity on that?
Yeah, roll an opportunity attack as... oh, I don't know. Yeah, we'll say so. I think I probably would have given it to him if you'd have got pushed away.
Yeah, misses anyway, so that's
As
fine.
you two-handed greatsword strike past him and he kind of ducks out the way of it as he gets... as he slams his feet into the ground and tries to prevent himself from skidding, his feet just skid against the wood, like 15 feet back, almost to the edge of the arena, just...
Doesn't feel very good, does it? That's me.
Alright. He's up. Okay, he rushes over in this direction. To this point. In fact, he's going to go a bit further. How far can he go, realistically? So he's got like 30 feet. Okay, he rushes 30 feet back. And as these gale forces begin to bellow up, he slams his fists together, spins them in a circle, and then slams his fist forward again. This huge column of gaseous vapor spinning from him and flying forward towards everybody in range. Massive column of air speeds forward, slamming into the 3 of you and the bear, and I need you all to make, I think, strength saving throws, because this is Rush of Gale Spirits.
You mean to say that the brunt of the air isn't hitting me and shielding the others a little bit behind me?
You might hope, but no. This column of air is just so forceful, it's like, and it's persistent, it's not just a single blast, it's blast all through all 3 of you.
Yeah, Lenneth just
Templar,
got
good
here.
save. But does Lenneth and the bear. Lenneth 14 strength save, and 1 for the bear.
The bear was 18, Boris 9.
Oh, Boris, of course. There should be 4. Who am I missing? Oh, Beregrand. I need you to make a strength saving throw. As Beregrand's like, he's trying to load his crossbow, having some definitely he's like, huh? As he just sees this column of air slam into him.
26.
Oh,
26, holy shit. Alright.
Am I gonna get blown down to the bottom again?
And this isn't a spell.
Just go
Alright.
up here.
It's not a spell.
This huge column of air blasts forward, all of you managing to hold against it, bam, bam, bam. But it hits Lenneth really hard, and it poof, slams her off the back of the bear, and she tumbles backwards. She's going to go 15 feet back.
Oh no!
How far is 15 feet? That's pretty far, though.
Oh no.
Guys, I made it!
You fly backwards and begin tumbling through the tree.
Oh no, that's 100 feet down.
All right. So as with the ruling around falling, you will fall on your turn, I think, and take the damage when you hit the ground. But you're on your way down.
It's 60 feet per round you can fall.
Yeah, I think so. I have read so many people trying to work out the math of like in the first 6 seconds of like beginning to fall, like how far would you get?
Do I need to look up my favorite website on how far do you need to fall to die?
Yeah.
It's alright, I won't die.
Have you got Featherfall?
No, but I got some other tricks up my sleeve.
Wizards, man.
All right. So, Lenneth, you fall the first 60 feet down, and you're falling at a fair pace, snapping through branches as they push past you. But you're not deep into the tree enough for them to block your fall. You're going to hit on your turn. Sunyatalung is done. Oh, Lenneth, it's your turn.
And I'm going to cast Levitate.
Oh,
I need you to make a concentration check, which I think is a Wisdom saving throw, right? Or Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
All right, yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw to try to hold in your mind as you fall. It's going to be a DC 15.
This
You
would be so
blast it off.
ironic if I died here. 16.
Ooh.
You save. As you grab up your book, you I don't know, like pull it to the right page, just managing to kind of pull it open. You blast it in the few seconds it takes before you hit the ground, and you grab onto it, and you cast Levitate. What does that allow you to do?
I've put it up in the
Oh, cheers.
levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. Can be moved by pushing or pulling.
All right.
You can change the target's altitude by 20 feet in either direction on your turn.
So 60 feet up, you catch yourself, like your back snapping a little bit as the magic sort of catches your frame, and you find yourself suspended there. You rise as part of the spell 20 feet, so you're 80 feet off the ground, and sort of floating amongst the kind of boughs of the trees.
It says if you are the target, you can move up or down as part of your move.
Oh, so where do you want to go?
Up, back, up.
Yeah, basically what she said. You're 80 feet above now instead of 60.
So
Yeah.
you
Does that
can.
mean you can go an extra 10?
I need to go. Wasn't it 100 feet up? This platform.
Yeah, platform was 100 feet up, so you fell to 60 feet before you cast the spell. So as part of the spell, you move.
20.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with that. At least I'm not on the ground.
So you're 20 feet off the ground, about the level of this here, because it kind of arcs down. So you'll be about this kind of height, the height of
Yeah,
the stairs.
I'm gonna
there.
try to move in on the stairs again. Then,
Next round.
yeah, if
All
I
right.
can't do it this round, then next round.
Yeah.
You should still have 10 feet of movement.
Yes. So you can move like
Because you
vertically
moved
or
20
down
as
20
part of
feet,
your
another
30.
10 feet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Let's
makes
see
sense.
how far.
But you could push off a tree branch to get closer to the stairs.
Oh shit! I'm gonna. What?
Baragran,
Yeah,
like
let's
as
do
this
that.
wind is like pushing from behind, like his cloak
I
is
say.
barreling, he's like, push off a tree branch.
You can move another 10 feet. That's off a tree, 10 feet.
Shut up. Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Pull yourself in from a tree branch. Bori,
Can
you're
I
up.
upgrade?
Bori's up.
As this kind of marching army gets 60 feet closer. As you look behind you, you can see them.
Jeez.
They've reaching almost the edge of the town on the south side. They're just beginning to pull themselves forward.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit closer to him first. Like, maybe like here. I reach into my bag, and I pull out what looks like a metal canister, like a little pipe bomb. And I'm gonna throw a flashbang at him.
All right.
Level 3 flashbang. So this is. Hold on. I need to read the actual spell. So it's color spray. The spell.
Yes, this is Bori multi-classing as a wizard.
Yeah. So this is how many hit points of creatures it can blind. So if he has 30, 40, so 53 hit points or less, then he's blinded.
He has more than that.
Fuck!
As you pull it out, throw it to the ground, these arcane runes begin to glow, and the whole little kind of device begins to hum. There's a burst of white energy as it blasts in the area, and he blinks, but he's kind of okay.
Fuck!
But as
Or he
you
just
do,
goes, shit! And that's it.
he looks to you. He's like, I knew you were talented. Join me, child, and we will rid this world of suffering together.
No!
This guy's crazy!
You're creepy!
He might actually fucking kill us. Jesus Christ.
Templar, you're up.
All right. Right. Okay. Bonus action, Misty Step, 30 feet, close the gap. Through his fuck off wind.
Yeah, you move at half speed through the wind.
Yeah, but not if I Misty Step.
Oh, no, if you
Yeah.
misty step, you take a step, it's like blasting you, and you just disappear, and as you do, this kind of white and silvery smoke that forms that takes the place of your form, gets pulled out by the smoke and disappears off, and you appear in a whole new cloud of smoke right next to him, blade in hand.
Yeah.
Did you do the strength saving throw for staying in the wind?
I would the initial or
Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw. Fuck, I missed that. Missed that with Bori earlier as well.
Sorry.
yeah, I was
Well
like, wait a
spotted.
minute. Jimmy.
Sorry.
Yeah, so roll me a strength saving throw, sorry. I should have spotted that
Right.
earlier. That's an amazing
fine.
ability.
That's fine.
You'll get an opportunity attack at least.
Yeah.
If you like teleporting.
19.
19? Okay, that does save. It's a DC 17, so you push through it. Appearing
Right.
next to him.
So I want to use each of my attacks, forego each attack to push him.
Okay.
Like 3 individual pushes.
Oh shit.
You can
Alright.
forego an attack to shove someone.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, sure.
I have my full movement. So I'm gonna attempt to shove him. I can't remember if it's 5 feet you can shove someone.
It is, yeah. 5 feet. Shove
Genius.
mechanics. You can push 5 feet or not prone with shove, so yeah. I think it's a contested strength set. Saving throw.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that. So just a contested strength. No athletics, none of that. Just straight up strength.
I'm just checking.
Make sure you get it right.
Yeah, we'll say contested strength. You can use athletics though.
It's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He would use athletics if he had it, but he doesn't. He doesn't have any
13.
additional athletics. He has acrobatics. He does not roll well. I know that much. 3.
So he goes. So he goes back 5.
Wham! You give him a solid kick to the chest, and he stumbles backwards by 5 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna close 10-foot gap again.
It should only be a 5-foot gap, shouldn't it? Really?
You're the DM.
Oh well, I mean, it should be a 5-foot gap because,
Yeah.
you pushed him back 5 feet and must have been
Yep,
within
yep.
5 feet to push him.
Do it again. 24.
Jesus, nice roll. I don't think he can beat that. So yeah, you slam into him again. He rolls 4. Another
Okay.
batting him with the back of the blade. Thrusts him backwards towards the edge.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
How close is he? Yeah, oh god, it's good. It's pretty. He's right up there, isn't he?
Hey, Cap, guess what? Yeah, guess what I have?
What have you got?
I still have action surge. I'm gonna do it again.
He rolls 17, 27. Shit.
No, not enough.
Wham! You slam him back. It's pretty close. I'm gonna give him a dex save to see if he can stay on there.
Sure. I'll make sure to finish it off if he succeeds.
He rolls an 18, so he kind of, you can see him as he's pulling his arms back, beginning to fall.
Yep. I'm an action search. You got 3 chances to succeed, Kebs.
I don't think it's going to go well.
28.
7.
So
He's not all that physically strong. It turns out.
I wanna kick him in the chest off the
Yeah.
off the platform.
Cool.
Fuck that old
Do you
man.
say anything as you do it?
Life is built around suffering, and I kick him in the chest.
Oh,
You
nice.
slam him in the chest, and he begins to fall down,
So badass.
So
losing.
Just the wind goes with him, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think it goes. It could follow him, but it's going to break his concentration as he falls, I think. If nothing else, deliberately. Next up is going to... You ain't got any more, in fact. You've got another couple of actions as he begins to kind of...
I have 2 attacks, but he's not really.
He falls 60 feet. Like,
Pokemon.
Yeah. No, I can't do anything else.
our uncle.
Can Runkle scoop up Lenneth? Back on the back.
Yeah.
Back on the back.
Help her climb up, and then.
Okay, so yeah, once you picked her up, you're sort of there-ish.
Yeah.
Scooping her up. She's riding backwards. Like,
And then just move the 40 feet in, so like, yeah, right in here somewhere.
okay. I'll move you so that I can get
Yeah,
there. Lenneth, you're kind of riding on the back.
Holding on for dear life.
And Olga will just swoop and perch on Lenneth's shoulder.
Aww.
That's it. Lenneth, keep up animal.
Owl?
That was the
Peregrine.
Okay, I'm just gonna run. I can dash as a bonus to make sure I get to the. I'm gonna run to the edge. Can I see the old man from here? Probably not.
No, not from there.
Okay,
That's
well I'm just gonna. Just wanna. What is the situation with these people that are running towards us?
You take a look out. They've had 2 turns so far, so they've moved 120 feet so far of their 300 feet distance. They are currently around 180 feet away at the edge of town, coming in.
Which direction? This way?
Give me 2 seconds.
Or that way?
2
Or this way?
seconds. Maybe 3. Nearly there. So if I move you to this map for a moment, you see this. As they get this close, you can see relatively well that these guys are mostly fishermen and farmers, sprinting in this kind of haggard and rushed way. There are a couple of other unusual-looking creatures, still humanoid among them, but you can't make them out from this distance. The rest of them are clearly just kind of peasants. But there are a lot of them. As you see this first kind of vanguard of what look to be maybe 60, 70 of them, behind that there is, 100 more and 100 more behind that as they start to, just this sea of people. And the only reason you can't see more perhaps is because it's, it's raining and it's dark and stormy and it's difficult to see them. Every so often there's a crack of thunder above and you just see this like flash of light that lights up this moving ant colony of people just charging forward. It doesn't look like your group below has noticed any of this.
Okay, I just shout to the others. I think we have an issue here.
Reed.
I don't do anything for now.
All right. Teeny Serafini.
So the guy's falling off the sled at the moment.
Yeah, he's kind of falling.
No. Not much to do. Might just run over.
Okay. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. As he falls down towards the ground, Fifth Templar, you look over and he looks up to you, and as he's just about to hit the ground, there's a gust of wind beneath him, and he uses this.
Of course it is.
Motherfucker.
Just before he hits the ground.
What is that a spell?
It is not. It's another one of his kind of monk abilities.
Getting really tired of your shit, Cat.
As the gas just from beneath him, and he begins to rise up, and he shouts, "Eos, Earth Mother! Your Grandmaster is in peril! Protect him!" And there's a sort of flash of energy in the center of these runes in the middle of this dais. And as you look over, you can see there's a pattern of unusual runes right in the center, but it's not those that glow, it's the big ring around that glows. And as it does so, this swirling vortex of a gale that's been blowing all begins to whip round suddenly, columning in a single spot, a small tornado of sorts, almost like a spiraling tornado that reaches the sky and then columns down into a single form that begins to float in the center of this place.
Oh, bollocks.
Sunyata can't do anything else, though, as he moves his full 60 feet. So he's kind of, 40 feet below the edge of this point here. Lenith.
Right. I'm gonna use Scorching Ray on this guy from my bow.
Alright. Whipping your bow forward,
Perfect.
you draw from the center of it, and a beam of light connects the two arms. And as you pull back, this ring of flame encircles the top of the bow, runs down to your forehand, and as you pull back, it creates a sort of column of fire between your two hands, and you release this burst of heat energy.
That's 15 to hit.
It hits.
Oh, really?
It absolutely
Alright.
does.
He takes 10 fire damage.
As this beam of heat streaks forward from the end of your bow, it bursts through him. Let me just check he doesn't have like a vulnerability to fire or something, because there's always that possibility. Nope. It bursts through him, and his he howls out as it strikes him in the chest, carving a swathe through his kind of mist form. And he looks to you. Any more for any more, Lenith?
That's it for my turn.
Bori.
Well. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna shoot at this air thing.
You swing your thunder cannon from one side to the other. Aim for a moment. Wait for a beat. Pull the trigger.
20.
20 hits.
Yeah, I hit something. So 7 bludgeoning and 23 thunder damage.
Thunder damage against the elemental. Is he immune? Nope. Resistant. Alright. As the bolt hits him from behind. Top of 7 is 19. Jesus. It slams right through him, carving a swathe through him and disappearing into the distance. Who knows where that bolt will land? But the creature, like, recoils from the blast, wisping left, his kind of vortex of a lower half, curling to the left as his body is sort of impacted by the blast. Still standing, but yeah, looking a little bit less well.
Reload, that's it.
Alright, the elemental dashes forward towards Lenneth and attempts a slam attack. 2, in fact. 1 and 2. First one is 23 to hit.
That hits.
So the first one deals 14 bludgeoning damage, the second one 18 to hit.
That hits.
15, so 29 bludgeoning damage as this air elemental like moves up to you and wielding this column of air like a fist slams into you from one side and then with another one on the other side, bam, just striking across your form, each one hitting you like a like you've been hit by a bowling ball. It just boom, slams into you and you can feel your body ricocheting from the impacts. But that's all the elementals got. Templar.
Yeah. Super far away. Okay. 30 feet, I guess. Ish. Has anyone hit it with a physical attack yet? Yes.
Yeah, the big column of Bori's thunder cannon ricocheted through him. Bori, I need you to make a strength saving throw. I forgot.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Jim.
That's
Quite alright.
my fault. I should have had him there.
But it didn't look like it was immune to the physical damage, right?
No, it's not immune. Seems to be immune to the, or at least resistant to the thunder damage that Bori just hit him with.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do this one. It's 3 beams, so 21 to hit on the first one.
21 hits.
6 damage on that one. Second
Oh
one.
shit! I only did 1.
Ooh.
Oh,
Forgot
then
to
roll the
make
other two.
Oh, then she should probably do that first.
No, do both at once. Let's go for this.
Okay.
As the two of you from the two sides.
1 hits, 1 misses, 1's a critical one.
Oh,
Okay.
I have to. Never mind. I have to roll it first. Let's see.
So roll damage on the one that hits Templar. You did, didn't you?
Yeah,
6.
Yeah.
Scorching right. Second is 16,
That does hit.
and the last ray is 16.
That does hit. Roll that damage.
5 damage and 11 damage. 16 damage.
There's these beams of energy like crossing the sky, striking through this creature's form. It howls and hisses with each strike, and it's starting to look. It's looking bloodied, effectively, without any blood pouring from it, but it's starting to have difficulty maintaining its corporeal form. Like ripples of it form and then pour away as if wind that just can't be contained and disappears off. Still going though.
Alright, that's it for me.
Runkle.
Bronco! He's gonna smash him!
him, Runkle!
Ow! That's a natural 1.
Not like that!
And a natural 20!
Hey!
Hey!
That is.
So, 15 plus 7, 26.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Rolled a 6 and a 4. Pretty good. Double.
As he tears a swathe through the chest of this creature, the air tearing off him like paper and disintegrating as wind, and then reconstituting itself from within. But he's getting badly wounded now. Owl?
Owl is gonna stay put. Owl is gonna hold.
Bear?
Hold?
We can't. Can we see the monk, or is he still below the platform?
He is currently still below. He's considering doing something.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. So I'm just gonna run like. Probably like make it over here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna face where the monk was, and I'm gonna hold my action. And as soon as he comes up, I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright. Tipples?
I'm gonna dash over and have a go at the elemental.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm having problems with roll 20 at the moment. And I miss.
13 only just. As you take a stab, but it's hard to find this creature's form. No purchase found. Any more for any more?
Nope, that's me.
Alright. Sunyata begins his... In fact, he's going to use a legendary action he wasn't using in this round. To use his jump. To jump in. Landing next to Berogrand. But as he kind of flies towards Berogrand, you're going to get a shot, an attack, because you saved your action. As he begins to charge towards you, you can see a column of air kind of ripple across his arm into a fist, and as he barrels forward, this fist grows. It's like a wind-formed fist around his own.
I'm gonna do -5 plus 10 damage. It's only 14.
Oh,
14 misses.
Just misses, yeah.
I can re-roll that one.
Reroll it.
That's better.
28. That's, what, 18?
So 23.
23 definitely hits. 18 would hit.
Okay, 19 damage plus 4 for being a humanoid. That's 23 damage.
Holy shit!
Nice.
As he, in the air, coming towards you, strikes him right in the gut. This one was a deep impact, and you can see the pain on his face as he begins to barrel towards you with this fist.
Yep, doing him.
So, are you going to do it again?
Yeah, I have a second attack.
No, do it again. As he's barreling in, you crack another round in, take another shot.
No, only 11.
That one doesn't hit.
Okay.
He's going to aim to move around you on the on the left hand side,
Nice motherfucker.
and then
How far can he move? Oh,
Yeah.
he's a bum.
with his legendary action, he's got a jump, so he can jump with the wind and land, and then he can use his movement after that. So he's got some clout as he uses Fist of Thunderous Force. This one uses a lot of ki. As he, oh god, did I natural one that bludgeoning damage? Oh fuck, that's terrible.
2 1
Slams
2 2.
forward. I need you to make a strength saving throw. Yeah, that's 5d10. It only did 15 damage. It's terrible.
That's a shame.
Strength saving throw. 13.
It powers into you, this enormous fist of compressed air, striking you so hard. Actually, how far?
I tried to grab hold.
Yeah,
At
you're-
15
that's
damage,
close
yeah?
enough. Yeah. Roll me a dexterity saving throw as you begin to fall back, trying to grab onto the edge. It's only just pushed you off, so yeah, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into you.
What do you want now? Dexterity?
Yeah, dex save to grab onto the edge, like he got,
Better.
because it doesn't push you that far off.
No.
Natural one, nope. As you grab on, you feel just the tips of your fingers grab against the wood as it splinters beneath your grasp, and you just begin to fall. 60 feet down, so you're 40
How
feet
far
above the
away
ground.
was he from me when he was falling?
Where are you here?
Was he within 30 feet?
Well, when he rolled his natural one, I don't think he was. He's so close, but I don't think so. It's more like 35. So, Seraphina leaves the table.
Sorry, she's upset. She's going,
Yeah.
She's gonna come in with a kitchen knife, I think.
I love Belgrade.
I have an ability that can save him, you bitch! Lenneth, you're up, because I think Sunyata's done.
Hey, Cat.
Right. I'm gonna jump off of Uncle and bolt to the edge and levitate Bergran.
As you reach forward, what's the range on levitation? I presume it's quite a
Oh,
range.
that's a good point. I'm not sure.
He's 40 feet down, so as long as it's, like, not 30 feet distance.
60.
60, you're fine.
Whew.
As you slide up to the edge, reach down, grab out, and Berogrand, like, gets caught by this spell, lifted 20 feet, and finds himself 60 feet kind of off the ground, floating weightlessly.
Wait, I was 40 feet down already?
Yeah, you drop 60 feet on the turn you fall, and then like you fall the rest of it on your turn. Is that what we did last time?
No, last time we had Leonard fell on her turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, fine.
Because he's come in, he's pushed me off.
Yeah,
I
and then
haven't had my
at
turn
the
yet.
same time, Lenneth seeing you fly and she's running like at the same time, skidding to a halt and grabbing you. So you find yourself kind of 20 feet above
Yes!
the precipice, like 20 feet.
I'm a
in the
blind
air.
man.
Right.
Any
Set
more,
him
Lenneth?
down gently.
You put him down.
Yeah, set him down gently on the.
You can't move him horizontally. You can only move him vertically.
Could she hold
I can?
me?
I think I can.
No.
Scrabble.
Oh, vertically. Okay. Never mind.
You could suspend him. You can suspend him 20 feet in the air, or move him up or down. What height do you want to hold him at?
If you held me at level, I could grab it and
Sorry?
pull this out. Sorry, if you hold me at level, I could pull it on my turn.
All right, let's do that.
As Berogrand like rotates in the air, trying to gesticulate. Level.
Do this.
Level
Here.
Oh,
Point here. All right.
Oh, God.
So you lower him
Levitate
to
at
the level
level.
of the wood, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad we're friends again.
Bori.
And the bird was on Lenneth's shoulder. So, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds through the bird.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a thing I can do at level 2. Medic bird. So 10 points of healing to Lenneth.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. And I'm just gonna move slightly inland. So that's it.
People starting to get used to his.
Yeah, we're in a dangerous position here.
Okay, so air elemental. It's gonna take. Oh god, is it? What can it do? What's it got? What's its plan? Protect the big guy. It's not got. What's it? No, it hasn't got his intelligence, so it's not going to be looking. It's just going to be looking to protect his grandmaster. So TC 13. Christ, give me
I'll be
a
right
in the
back.
elemental space. Right then. Okay, so the elemental standing between Seraphina and the bear it just kind of begins to spin on the spot and turn back into this funneling tornado, and I need both Seraphina and the bear Runkles to make a strength saving throws.
$22.
6.
Seraphina's having a rough day. So, Seraphina, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as this tornado just throws you, and you are thrown in a random direction. North. That way. By 20 feet. So it's not going to be quite off the edge, but close.
That's not nice.
Because you're sort of grabbed by this whirlwind and thrown out of it. And you slam into the ground. Yeah, you're not going to hit another creature, so you're okay. Mr. Runkle takes half the bludgeoning damage, so he takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
5th Templar.
How does the monk look?
He's kind of looking pretty okay. I mean, he's not quite looking bloodied, but he's on his way there. Honestly, you guys have been fighting. It's one of those fights where he's trying to disable as many people as he can, throwing, and the amount of damage you've done is something like around 80 points of damage so far.
All right, and the weird Ghostbusters looking thing.
Yep.
Yep.
It's,
Okay. Yep.
It's looking worse.
He's made of air.
He's made of air.
Could be breathing heavy. I don't know.
You can see his corporeal form. It's difficult to see now. He's in a whirlwind, but generally speaking, you can see it's chunks of him as they sort of manifest into this solid form, flake off and wisp off as wind very quickly.
Smoker's lung.
Yeah, he's doing alright.
Yeah.
But not great.
Right, I'm gonna hack away at this monk.
As you spin on the spot, bring your blade around.
Trying to cut off his hands.
Holy shit.
So dark.
So dark.
So 24,
24 hits.
12 on the first one,
Holy shit, that's a big
26 on the second one. That's 10 on that one.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Third attack is 24.
Oh, yes, that is.
So 19,
What?
it's 12, 31.
31
damage.
points of damage as you spin around, bam, strike him across the forearm. Gouts of blood. As he tries to protect that arm, you strike him and catch him across the face, this time across the cheek, gashing him deep into the face. As he pulls his arm up to block, bringing another arm around, you take another swing, and this one gashes across the back of his hand. It's a deep gouge, but it's not severed his hand quite yet. I might have had it if you'd have nat 20'd on him. But he's... and now he's got wounds all over him. He's bleeding pretty heavily. Now he's looking like he might be in a touch of trouble. As you see out, you can see this army beginning to march, and you hear the sound of the first scream as somebody has seen them coming.
Great. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna spend anything else. I'm good. Good.
You're good.
I'm good.
Pretty good. All right. So as he's going to make an unarmed strike against you using his... That's not the right button.
Okay.
That's a nat 20 on that attack.
Lucky. Okay.
He deals 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 damage in total, with 8 of that being thunder damage, as he spins around and does a kind of back kick into your chest, into your breastplate.
Okay.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna indomitable that and try again. Nope.
You got knocked off of your feet and slam onto your back on the ground. Runkle. There's an elemental like bearing down on him, and currently there's a sort of vortex volcano. Goddamn! I'm looking for the word. Hurricane.
Or okay, yeah. Typhoon.
Typhoon. That would have worked.
Oh.
But
Can I still
currently-
attack him?
Let me just check. I think so. Pretty sure. Yes, you can. It doesn't last long. It's not really a
11.
11 misses, I believe.
Terrible. Terrible. That misses as well.
So does
Can't deal with the wind, man.
As Mr. Runkle just like bites at the wind, clawing, just can't catch this creature. And the owl,
Staying put.
after that attack, the Sunyata is going to do another unarmed strike against this irritating man in front of him. In fact, as he does so, he looks to the 5th Templar, looks down at you. Shit, I don't think that's a very good roll. Oh, 22 to hit.
I'm gonna use the parry on the sword.
What does the parry do? Give you extra.
Let's see, let me check how much it does. I have a couple to choose from. You rolled a 22, I get +3. Or, you know what, I'm gonna reaction. I'm gonna spend shield, blow a spell slot. Fuck you.
You blast as he does an axe kick, bringing it down on top of you. He slams it into this shield that suddenly erupts around you as you bring your hand up. And as he kind of bears this kick down upon it, you can see the shield kind of rippling against his blow. And he looks down past his leg at you and he's like,
I see you. You would be the honorable one. The one with good in his heart. It's you who should join me most of all.
and he bears it down as much as he can. That's all he can do this time. In which case, Barrowground, you're up.
It's intense.
Okay. Bearground's going to remember that he has some spells. He's going to cast Hunter's Mark on the monk. Then I'm going to shoot him. And let's go for it. Let's do -5. Okay, so that misses. Reroll that one. 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it does hit. Absolutely does hit.
18 to hit, so that's 23, 27 damage, and then just a 1. 32 points of damage.
He is going to use his reaction to try to catch the missile. How much damage?
32.
32. He reduces it by 17 as the bolt comes in, and he just manages to kind of block it past him. It still ricochets off his shoulder and does a mean amount of damage. 17 minus 32 is what, 18? Alexa, what's 32 minus 17? 15, thanks very much. I can do math.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say what. I need to pull myself in before any of that.
Oh, I thought you were just going to kind of take your shot while you were floating there.
Oh, no, I want to pull myself onto land.
Okay, as you're levitating, you just reach out, kind of wait until you can grab the edge,
Like an astronaut.
pull yourself in. Huh?
Like an astronaut.
Like yeah.
Whatever
As
makes
you
you
float
happy.
forward, you take a shot with your crossbow.
How much movement do I have? Normal 25.
I think so. Like, I think you do, but you have to pull yourself along the ground like astronaut, like a space
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let Gal dispel the spell when it's when he's on the ground.
Okay.
As
Okay,
amusing as it is to see,
Say if you do that,
it's not
then
very effective.
don't have to prone, don't have to get back up. So I'll move to like here, and then I shoot him, and then I shoot him again.
You take another shot.
We'll do -5 again. It's a natural 1.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna use my thing and let him reroll that.
Nice.
What's that? What thing?
Seraphina's got a feat. Her last feat she took allows her to get allies within 30 feet to reroll ones
Oh my god.
once a day or something. Once a rest.
Ah, how inspiring.
What?
That's 24.
That hits. As Seraphina, do you shout anything to Beregran?
Inspiring.
12 damage.
So it's 26 damage.
Nice. Oh, he got. Yep, forgot that. Yeah. Any more for any more? Beregran is another round. In the chest.
That's number 5.
Oh god, you guys are starting to do a lot of damage now. As you can see blood beginning to trickle from his mouth.
Okay, now I'm done.
Alright, he's got one more legendary action this turn, and it's now's the time to use it. Good son. Yep. He's going to use Fist of Four Thunders. As he brings his fists together in front of him and slams them together, there's this huge echoing wave of force that ripples out from him and everybody within 15 feet. Oh, it's not going to reach both Beregrand and Bori. I think we're going to go for Beregrand and the Templar. So he is going to move a little bit around so that he's in contact with Bori and the other two, and he's going to wah-bah and slam the two of you. So I need you both to make Constitution saving throws, Templar and Beregrand. Nice save, Templar. Jesus.
Do you mean Templar and Bori?
No, I don't. Just Templar and Beregrand. It's a cube ahead.
Oh, it's a line, right. Okay.
18, 25. You both save. You take 7 points of damage as this wave hits you, but the two of you manage to stay standing.
Beargrand's looking a little rough.
Tippletop.
I think I'm just going to take a shot. Monk. I'm going to put it on.
Fuck this guy.
That misses, unfortunately, first round. Disappears
Okay.
past him. He sees it and he kind of looks around. He's like, that one hits.
11 piercing. 17.
17. Does huge damage as this shot strikes him in the side. You see the army is now getting really close, and people are beginning to back away, dragging people towards the tree. Given that it's the only place that they can get to, they start to head towards the tree.
And I'm moving in.
Alright. Okay. He's going to use his daily and... Oh wait, can he? Yes, he can. I was like, wait, is he using any other... No, we're fine. Yeah, so he uses his Rush of Gale Spirits.
Is that a spell?
Yeah, no. He doesn't. He's not a mage. He doesn't use spells.
No spells, okay?
I have to ask. There's a one day she'll use a spell, and I'll be like, I got you now.
I got you now. So he's going to blast a column of wind in that direction, and I need the 4 of you, not Bori, because Bori is.
Yeah, just saying.
A line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blast from Signata in the
No.
for the spell's duration. Just say it. just say it. It's in the text.
It's in the text. It is in the text because it's it's taken from Gust of Wind in the rules. So it's the spell Gust of Wind, but it's not a spell.
I wouldn't stand for that now.
So you will take critical hits. So I need the 4 of you to make a. No, you don't really. I need you to make. Yeah, strength saving throw.
I feel like he's done this every round.
Oh god.
It's nothing new.
Ah!
And yet you always seem to save. Oh, a natural 20.
Natural 20!
So
with the
Baragrand is the only
-1.
one who gets blasted back. Nobody takes damage. This one doesn't do any damage. This it just is a moving spell. So it pushes Baragrand 15 feet away.
Oh,
Got some bad news. We are in a direct line. Save me.
Oh shit.
Lenith, the blast of wind hits you, and like out of nowhere, you just feel this sudden surge of energy. So I could stand against this. And you stand, your hair blasting, blowing in the wind, your whole form standing strong as your cloak blows back, and then you just managed to open your eyes enough to see this dwarf just kind of flying in your direction. What do? I'll give you a reaction if you want to try to do something as he passes through you.
I'll screw you.
Like you could see him coming right at you. You could get out of the way.
I
You could try and stop him.
I'm gonna try to plant my feet and grab him
Oh,
when
Alright.
he comes.
Did that 20?
Roll me a strength saving throw
Uh,
as you try
That's
to
a bad
rugby
idea.
tackle this bear dwarf just flying at you.
Did I mention strength is my worst saving throw?
Yeah.
Come on, Lenith, we believe in you.
shouldn't have dropped that levitate.
12!
Yeah, you have an awesome 12. As Baragrand slams into you, and the two of you barrel off the edge together, grabbing hold of each other. Just off the edge. Hugs as you begin to tumble down towards the surface of the earth. Sunyata then turns and tries to grab Bori.
Leave me alone.
This
Roll
is
me a contested
theme.
strength check, Bori.
Strength check.
Yeah, you can do a
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
athletics check.
Oh, sorry. I just did a strength. 12.
He rolls a 14. He kind of reaches down, grabs Bori, and as he does so, he kind of fireman's lifts her onto his shoulder, and he looks back towards the group, and particularly at Baragrand, who's kind of tumbling back away from him, and he says,
I see now that you would try to take my purpose from me. This is the meaning of my existence. So I will try to take from you what you have tried to take from us. Purpose.
and he takes off.
I get an opportunity attack. I
You
must.
do.
Ah, yeah, that's what I thought.
Get him!
Natural 20. Natural 20. Natural
Get
20.
him,
Go on.
please! My best friend!
23 to hit.
23 hits.
10 points of damage.
Oh, that's not quite enough. As you gash him in the back. It's a deep gouge. He is looking really bad as he takes off. How far can he go? 60 feet. He can't dash. He's used an action, and he can't do anything. So he's 60 feet in the air with Bori on his shoulder. Right about here. We'll say, what, given that you took an opportunity attack, where's he going to go? In fact, he's going to try and get the fuck away, isn't he? 60 feet. He's not going to go straight up. He's going to go straight sideways.
So it's off the map.
Where's it gone?
Wait,
For
where am
Millie,
Bottom left corner.
Oh my god.
Right. Wait.
Is he high? Is he low?
He's not ground height. He's at your height because he wouldn't have been able to go anywhere near as far horizontally if he went up. So he's literally just grabbed her and like he ran to the edge and just continued his dash and jumped, flew off in that direction.
Okay. So. God. If I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope I don't die from the fall, and I'm gonna use, if I can, I'm gonna pull out the Staff of Thunder and Lightning in the air and aim at this fucker and cast Lightning Strike with the Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Oh my god, sacrificing herself. What is the range on Lightning Strike?
120 feet.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Right. As you, like, this dwarf slams into your chest, and as you fall back, you grab your staff and lean out with one final strike. Does he get a saving throw?
Dexterity, DC 17. All or half damage.
He rolls a natural 3.
He fails!
How much lightning damage does he take?
I don't have this one, so I'm gonna roll it manually. 26.
As you fall back, grabbing your staff from your back, spin it in your hand, leaning forward, you summoned all of your energy into it, and as the end of the staff begins to glow, and Berogrand, as you're kind of tumbling with her, you look over at her eyes, they're like bright blue, streaming light out of them. This staff begins to glow, little embers of blue beginning to light up all along the staff's length. And as she reaches out, there's this bright flash that kind of streaks across your eyes, and you can't see from blinding from the strike and the noise as there's this thunderous snap in the air that bolts past the 5th Templar, who just kind of, like, still lying on the ground, just sees it arcing through the air past him. Lenneth, how do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Oh my goodness!
What a hero.
Oh jeez.
MVP.
Oh. Alright, so we're beginning to fall, and it's gonna look so awesome. In the air, drawing the staff, aiming at this idiot, taking off with Bori, aiming really carefully, and blasting away at him. Burn him to smithereens.
It strikes him in the back, and you see this just burst of energy as it carves right through him. And you hear him scream out as this column of black smoke just curls out of his mouth and thrusts into the air like a jet engine. This piercing white light in the center of it bursting in a shower as the black smoke dissipates. He kind of gasps his last, this trail of black smoke passing from his lips as he goes limp, and Bori, kind of clutching him, begins to fall.
Oh no.
Of course. And let's see here. How far away are we from the ground right now?
As you're going to fall this round, 60 feet, you begin to fall, and so by the end of this round, you're 40 feet off the ground, and when you hit the ground, it's going to hurt. It will have been 100 feet to fall, which is, if you think about a story as being about 15 feet, so it's like a story of the building is like, what, 3,
Bush.
6, 7 story height as you're falling.
Do I have one more action next turn before we hit the ground?
You do. You're going to fall 60 feet this round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did last round. I gotta
And that's
clarify
going
this
to be the start of my next turn when we have 40 feet to go. Or
It's not going to take you a full 6 seconds to fall, is it? Like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
no. I don't.
She's wondering if she has time to act on her next turn.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to make an on-the-spot ruling.
You could do a dex check at the very start to see if you can get the spell off quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's a good idea, actually. I was gonna make her do a constitute, like a saving throw to. Yeah, all right. We'll do it. We'll do it that way. A dex check. So yeah, in order to make an action at the start of your next turn, we'll ask you to do a dex check to see if you're quick enough to get the shot off before you impact the ground.
Okay.
Like, flick into your book. That's the wham.
Yeah, I think that's all I have, really. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bori,
Mm.
you fall 60 feet. Arcing through the air. You want to do anything?
Not much I can do. Nope.
Alright.
Wait for the impact. I got nothing.
Oh, don't say that.
I got nothing.
Don't say that.
The air elemental, with the death of the Grand Master, returns to the center of the of this dais and just stands and waits for the next Grand Master's command. Having fucking terribly failed this mission, really. Fifth Templar, you're up.
Okay. I didn't pack a parachute, so it's gonna be a bit difficult. Boring, maybe parachute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should have made one of those.
Well, gonna have to start literally just running down the stairs. Because I can't skydive fast enough to catch anybody. And I don't have Misty Step.
Alright.
So it's gonna dash 60 feet. Well, however far it takes me, I don't know. Just there, I guess.
You dash 60 feet.
Yep.
Runkle.
Runkle's gonna hit the thing.
It just charges up to the air elemental. Begins to strike.
15.
That does hit.
Nice. 6 damage.
Alright.
And a 16
That hits.
for 15 damage.
Alright, 15 damage as the creature comes back to life and re-engages in combat.
Oh my god, why?
Was it dead? Was I not paying attention?
Stupid
You are-
Runkle.
This is what happens when you don't pay attention. You
did.
don't notice that an enemy is not.
I was trying to think of ways to keep myself alive.
You went back to the middle just like to switch off.
Like like you know when you play an RPG and you run out of range.
Yeah,
you
you
Oh,
killed the.
okay, I see.
Yeah. Never mind.
My bad. To be
see if
fair,
Runkle can beat it.
probably wouldn't know that.
That's true. Runkle's like, you hurt me. And Bori, as you're falling, you see this army of people, fishermen, and mostly fishermen and farmers, with a few other robed individuals, like running in from the distance, heading closer, and they're now entering into combat with the air monks that are left down below. You can just make out Sarlung doing some kind of motion in the air and springing forward a fist, and one of these guys just flies backwards into a column of other guys behind him. You see what looks like Bai Teng with a staff in her hand, spinning it left and right, striking a couple of them, taking another swing, and with the third one, a gust of wind arcs up around her like a wall and just bars their progress for a second as she takes a step back, and she looks behind her at Reshen and her daughter, who is kind of taking a step backwards next to a dwarf you don't recognise. It's all going off. Anything for the owl to do?
Just fly down to Seraphina and Bergrand. That's it. Oh, actually, no, I can't because it's out of range of me. Nothing.
Bergrand, you're falling a very, very, very long way with kind of
I grab
grabbing hold
hold.
of Lenneth. You
I'll grab
grab
hold
on.
of the edge. No, I'm gonna try to grab the edge of the platform.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, come on.
As you try to grab it. Maybe a 15, I think. DC 15.
It's a one!
Natural one. Another natural one as your fingers just snap against the edge of the wood, splintering beneath your mighty
Is it
grasp. And
30
you just
feet this
fall.
time?
Huh?
You are definitely within 30 feet.
You can re-roll it.
Again?
How many times can you use that? Is it 3 times a day or something?
It's a reaction.
Oh,
What?
so you can only use it once every round for you.
Yeah.
What is this? Jeez. Is that a thief thing?
Yeah.
It's a feat.
It's a halfling feat.
Blood. Oh, sorry, what is it?
You get to re-roll dexterity
one.
saving throw.
It's like my luck thing, but I can project it onto other people if they're in 30 feet
It's a
of me.
20!
Oh! Seraphina, what do you
Oh
shout?
my god.
Grab on!
I do.
As Beregran grabs onto the surface and Lenneth begins to kind of slip from your grasp. Are you going to try to grab her as well?
Of course.
I need you to roll me a strength saving throw to hold on to Lenneth as you're hanging there. This one's it would only be a 15. She's not that high, not that heavy.
15!
More like maybe.
18!
Yeah, you did it.
Ah!
15 is perfect.
Roll before calves can change.
I wasn't going to change it. I was going to be like, I was going to make a joke about Lenneth splattering beneath you, but you grab hold of Lenneth with the other hand, and the two of you begin to dangle from the edge of this thing. Lenneth, you're holding onto a dwarf who's holding tenuously onto the edge of this thing.
Oh shit, what can I do? What can I do? I guess I need to swing Lenneth up so she can grab on.
You arc her left and right beneath you. You lift her up. Alright, so Lenneth and Beregrand, I need you both to make athletics checks.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Can't be too easy.
19.
Athletic, that's strength again!
He like pulls you up.
I rolled a 5!
Lenneth
I
kind of
get good
scrambles
at this
against
game,
it, begins to slip back again, and Beregrand holds her nicely, but she's still below you.
Fuck! Lenneth! Grab the thing! Okay, I just let go of her. No, I don't. No, I don't. Do you think are we done at that point anymore?
I think you're done.
Fuck!
Grabbing hold, swinging up. Yeah, I reckon. Seraphina.
Okay, I'm gonna run over and see if I can help them.
All right. You grab a hold of Beregrand. Are you going to try and pull him up?
For both of them?
It might
No,
be
I
quite
don't.
challenging.
Can I get a rope out of my pack and like swing it down?
Yeah. So you pull the length of rope from your pack. You toss it down beside them, and now you're a halfling holding a rope that's dangling down beside them.
We're gonna pull Seraphina with us.
You are 2.5 foot tall. You weigh like you are not an immovable object. Oh, you might. Do you have an immovable rod or something? That might do.
No, I do not.
That's the other game, isn't it? That Mark has got one.
Just gonna dig my feet in.
All right. So you dig your feet in, holding this rope.
Yep.
Lenneth, you're up. You are dangling beneath.
How far was it? How far was it? 86. D6. Well,
What's going to be, Lenneth?
I'm gonna try to climb up to start.
You're going to climb him like a ladder.
Yes.
Nice. Climb him like a tree.
Strength.
Yeah, it's going to be a strength check to try and climb a dwarf. You pull up and you slip, lose grasp, and just manage to hold on to his ankle. You're kind of You're still dangling there. It wasn't a natural one, but
Oh my
you
god!
can't get up there.
All right.
Climbing, just not your strong suit. Was it?
No. And jumping. No. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bori. The range is not long enough.
Okay.
I can't really do anything else on this turn. So that's gonna be it.
All right.
Okay. Boris
The
HP is
falling
pretty good.
damage is 1d6 per 10 feet.
Yeah, so it's
That's your fault.
10d6. So, Bori,
Alright, yeah, right.
you hit the
Fine.
ground.
Isn't it 6d6?
100 feet, 10 feet, 6 per 100. Yeah, 60.
Oh, I thought it was 60 feet. Sorry.
100 feet. You take 38 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit
Nothing.
the ground. And grind to a halt.
Ow.
What's your maximum hit points?
I got like 90.
You got more than me, do you?
90. Like a 14-year-old girl with
I know.
90 hit points. Well, that's important to know.
Right.
10d6 doesn't seem like a lot, but it is, isn't it? I'm looking at a couple of things here. Yeah, it is per 10 feet. Not per 6 feet.
I think it's per 10 feet.
No, I'm pretty sure it's per 10.
Yeah, it's per 10.
I wanted to kill Bori. Alright,
Is it?
100 feet is just not that high.
go on.
D&D wise, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk us into a.
Into Bori's death.
Yeah.
This might be one for us to think about afterwards about home brewing the rules for falling damage, because 100 feet is a long way.
So I just looked it up. It says the median height leading to death is about 49 feet.
In reality.
Yeah, 4 or 5 stories.
Yeah, well, this is only dragons.
100% of victims die after. I don't know what website I'm looking at. 100% of victims die after falling 85 feet.
But
Wow.
this is D&D.
Yeah, come on. Jumping facts up your ass.
Alright. We're going to take a very quick bio break while I go for a wee and think on this ruling for a second. And maybe kill Bori just in a minute. Just give it
My child! I think you gotta be unconscious.
Yeah, you'd think so.
We just like walking off, just like whatever.
Yeah,
Good.
I've got more HP in the pool. No big deal.
I'll just take a short rest.
But by that logic, if you two had fallen, you both would have died as well.
I'd say like
Well, I still have
unconscious-
levitate spells and
unconscious
stuff.
actually compromise between the two things.
But if you two fall, you also die.
No, because I got spell.
Well, you'll be fine. Baron gets to die.
Yeah,
I've got a spell.
You got levitate?
rope trick. This is like the worst fight we've had, and I have only level 1 and 2 spell slots. That's ruined everything. It was a
I said
bad fight.
let's take a long rest before we come up here, but nobody listened.
You said a short. No, I said that. What?
No, he's fucking
You
with you.
didn't say that.
Alright.
Always let the wizard rest.
Were you in the group where we? I don't think you were at the time when we were in that temple. And like half the group really wanted to take a long rest.
Mm.
And the other half of us were just like, no, we can't. We need to keep.
Yeah, that was way back.
That's when we killed it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. When
We.
That's your cross to bear, not ours.
That's Joseph. That guy's done. Don't worry.
So,
or is he?
so as per the rules, Bori takes 38 points of bludgeoning damage, and like crumples with the thing, with Sunyata. His body kind of rolls to one side, and then you realise the pain you're in and as you look down, your legs are badly broken.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I like this compromise.
Yep.
If you want to homebrew it so it does more, like if falling damage is more, then I'm fine with it. Just FYI, because A, I'll probably survive because I hadn't taken any damage in that fight, so I'm pretty much full HP. And B, we've had this before, haven't we? Where we're like, full damage just doesn't seem that.
I think what we'll do is we'll start a Facebook chat about what we think fall damage should be and do a proper thing. For now, we'll say, like, Bori's legs are... I mean, you see
would have
bone
broken legs.
protruding
It's
from the skin. Like,
I think that's that's
Yeah, it's fine.
so, Bori, you look down, like, your legs are putty at this point, like, broken in odd directions. There's bone slightly protruding through the skin. You're in a mess and bleeding badly. You have your weapon still with you. As you look around, you see this body of the huge monk lying next to you. It's not your turn, however. It's the air elemental's turn, as the air elemental takes a chunk out of your bear for punching it. It's gonna just slam. 2 slam attacks. Wham, wham. 15 and 14 to hit
Sorry, that's me. Isn't it?
against
AC is 12.
All right.
Wrong.
He takes 23 points of bludgeoning damage in total as this air elemental slams into one side, slams into the other side with these fists of air as it. The bear's like.
This fucking shithead kills my bear.
Be your own doing.
Crippled and no bear. What's Bori gonna do? Maybe you will actually be a backpack while I run, Jimmy.
Yes. Bori could just be a backpack while you run. That is her life. Oh my god, that'd be so awesome.
Oh my god.
5th Templar, right?
I'm gonna say I have a backpack to spare. No. Okay, well, I was under the impression when I started running this way that they had already gone over the edge and had fallen 60 feet. I didn't know they were going to catch themselves. So I ran for nothing.
But from here, you do see, down below, you watch as Reshen and Baiteng are both fighting at the front with, there's like Julong, this dwarf you don't know, and Feilian kind of dragging the children and the unconscious people back towards the tree. It looks like they're trying to sort of mount the bottom of the stairs. Other monks are trying to help, while more still, including like Reshen, Baiteng, Salung, and 3 you haven't yet met. But 2 of whom you hear as one shouts, Dong! Dong, look behind you! And he looks, it's like, no! Does a massive punch as this blast of wind hurtles another one back into his group. You can see them. They are approaching, and this group is going to end up this staircase in the next turn.
Okay. I look back and I see that Seraphine has it totally under control. The fuck is this? Okay. Sure. That's not disturbing.
So wrong. So wrong.
That's a head on top of a pillowcase. That's wrong. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, so how far down did I get from the fuck? How far down these stairs did I actually manage to get when I
When you ran, you're where you are now, so you're only like 20 feet from the edge, and you could jump off. It's like 40 feet from about there, or you can go all the way down to the base of the staircase somewhere around here. You jump to the base of the staircase, but you'd have to make kind of saves to make sure you didn't injure yourself as you fell.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'll break my legs. That'd be great. Good suggestion, Caps. It's a good suggestion. But
I'm in a leg-breaking mood.
yeah. No thanks. Fuck. I have to get Bori. Oh, I hate you, Caps. Well, I'm gonna just, I guess, dash 60 feet down the stairs, or traverse 60 feet of the stairs. How far does that get me to the platform?
Say that again.
I want to go down the stairs
Yeah.
and dash it. Yeah.
So like let's say that it's like 40 feet now to nimble round the stairs to the base,
Okay.
to a point where you can easily hop off. So then 40 feet, you've got 60 feet from something like there. So you can get to this point here,
Okay.
or like this point here.
Okay, I'll go to the point to the left there.
All right, let's move you.
But am I gonna pass by the group on the right as I run past?
I mean, they're not going to really notice you, but yes, I mean, effectively, you're within, right now as you land, you're within like 30 feet of the leftmost air monk trying to protect the temple.
All right. I guess as I'm dashing, I shout out to them to get to the top of the platform. We have a plan. Yeah, just keep running
All right,
towards Bori.
you run towards Bori.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Mr. Runkle.
I guess he's just gonna fight this thing. 18,
That hits.
12 piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I rolled again. I just eat his windy face off.
The bear kind of pulls himself up and starts biting at this creature's face. It manages to gain purchase on some kind of like manifest form and tears left and right, and as he does, it tears like paper into the wind and dissipates and vanishes, and the guardian of the temple is destroyed.
That's it.
Okay, monk's time. So the farmers begin their move. There's a cluster of them that begin sprinting towards Bori. They can move 60
Oh,
feet.
fuck!
Well then,
Just when you thought
In
she was
complete
out of the
unison,
wood.
no conversation between them. They just turn, wheel round, and begin just sprinting towards her. As they get this close, they begin to pull ceremonial daggers that you've seen before from their waists.
Oh, no!
God! No!
Meanwhile, these monks, you see this guy, Dong kind of steps forward and casts Wind Wall. It does not Wind Wall. He doesn't cast it either. It's a monk's ability, as we've discovered today.
yeah, you should definitely fucking establish that. On this whole goddamn session. See you tomorrow at 8.
It's called Sweeping Crosswind. As he spins his arm around and casts this blasting air wall in front of him that begins to just billow up ahead of him, kind of, let's say here, 50 feet's worth. 10, 12. Oh god, he can actually do quite a good job with that. So, it kind of... Come on. Let's get proper effects in here. As he whips his hand forward, this huge wall of air bursts into the air, and he holds his arms up and he turns. He's like, Saw, get them upstairs! Get them to the temple! I don't know if we can hold them, but if we can hold them anywhere, it's there! And Saw is like, Dong, don't... You will be remembered! And they begin to turn and run. Bai Teng steps forward. She says, I will help you! Reshen's like, no, you must come. Zhulong, mother, you must not stay. And they're having this massive conversation. The rest of them begin to pull these guys up the stairs, 60 feet, reduced to 30 is probably more like that in a turn. So they sort of begin to get them up the stairs. Zhulong, Reshen, and Sa kind of remaining behind a little bit. Bai Teng right at the front, doing her best. To move the owl if you want. Have you got anything you want to do with the owl?
I can't, it's too far away from me. I don't have my link with it.
It lost link, so it's just kind of
Yeah.
circling, kind of robotically, waiting.
Yeah.
Very grand.
What are we doing?
You are still,
We're still hanging, right?
still dangling.
Bori's dead. we're just hanging about 10 miles away. Okay. Is Lena still my legs?
Yes, she is at the moment grabbing hold of one ankle with two hands. You've got big dwarf boots, makes it easy to hold on.
Man,
There's also rope.
there's the rope, but I don't want to pull you with us.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one hand, I grab hold of the other rope, then I grab hold of the rope with the other... No, wait. I've got one hand on the platform, grab the rope, and then pull using both.
Alright, so roll a athletics check with advantage. It's going to be a DC 20 to pull you and Leonard.
20?
She's quite light, but she's like it's pulling two people up.
Do you have a +7?
You might do it.
I do not.
Oh, it's so close. Alright, so I'll say that you begin to pull yourself up. You manage to get like your elbows on the wood, but you just can't get all the way. It's just too heavy with like a fully grown woman, like elf, hanging beneath you.
Good. Done.
Seraphina, you're up.
And I can't pull him up. Can I try kind of like pulling him now that he's like half on?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me another. Both of you roll an athletics check. Let's get this thing done. Seraphina decides to kind of try to help.
12.
Come on, Seraphina.
It's
We're gonna be here forever.
Defeated by like dangling off this thing. Beargrad kind of putting himself up. He's like, his chest is just about on this thing, but you've got this dead weight just dangling off one leg. It's like, how do you pull a leg up? It's not working, but you're up there. Like, you're getting there.
Okay, I'm gonna shout to Runkle to get him to come over. On his next turn. Try and use Runkle instead.
Bori, have you like taught Runkle to obey commands from your team?
Not specifically.
So, yeah, Seraphina, you call out to Runkle, and he kind of looks to you, he's like, just kind of stares at you with this. He turns to you, kind of looks to you, and then sits on his haunches. And sort of looks at you. Lenneth, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna levitate because this is not working. Fuck this shit. Alright.
Can you cast that with no hands?
Did you have to say that? I don't know.
Sorry.
Let's find out.
No. I can't. Are you happy now? Oh, for fuck's
Somatic
sake.
components. It's true, isn't it? I mean, particularly for you, because you've got the book,
But you have a
have
free
to
hand.
open.
Oh, Christ.
So you've got like, you can't get the book and cast the spell and hold on.
Yeah, so what I really want to do is to get up on the fucking platform and open a portal to Neverwinter, but we're stuck here hanging on the ledge. Like, we're wasting time. Oh my god.
It sucks.
We went faster if I just let go and levitate to the ground. Walk up again.
You have that option. You could let go and hope for the best.
Okay, should I try it one more time?
To climb?
You're just bad at this game, and it's the problem.
I have -1 in strength.
It's doable. It's only like DC 15. You can climb a dwarf.
I have to roll 16 or higher.
You might get there. Come on, nat 20. You vault over him.
Oh, the situation. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Fuck you guys.
Thank goodness it's not a natural one. As you grab hold of Beregrand's slacks, you grab another hold of his slacks, and you just feel it begin to slip, and you just pull down Beregrand's like bare ass beginning to show.
What the fuck?
Just trying desperately to hold on. It's just you just cannot get enough purchase to climb him.
I think it's gonna be easier if I just let go and levitate to the ground and walk up.
You're welcome to try this round if you'd like. Though you will have to roll a concentration check if you're just going to let go free fall and in those seconds try and cast really quickly. You've got time, it's more about being able to concentrate and, flick through your spell book, cast it with all the components before you break all of your bones.
I don't know what. I have 50 health points.
All right, I'll give you a moment to think while Bori, you're up. You can see these monks, not monks, they're fishermen, definitely fishermen, peasants, farmers, a lot of them, running towards you, but they're pulling ceremonial daggers. Some of them have them, some of them are just pulling random blades that they've got. There are currently something like 10 of them just sprinting towards you while the rest of this group are fighting. But you can see on your right, like in the distance, way more are coming. Like there's a wall of people just charging in. These are just the first that could arrive.
Okay, few questions. Question number 1, can I loot this dude as a bonus action? Or as a not action?
So you're kind of on top of him. You
Yeah.
can rummage through him like really quickly as a bonus action. You won't be able to kind of pick his pockets proper, like do a proper investigation of his body, but you can just grab
quickly in
whatever's
case there's
there.
anything like particularly that will save my life right now on him.
Okay, you feel around this man's body. There are a couple of bits and pieces on him very, very rapidly. Where are my things? Oh, there we are.
I mean,
The
like,
one
you
thing...
you don't have to go through all his stuff, but if he happens to have any like hand grenades or like
You would find a hand grenade. There's
An
one
Uzi.
thing
Yeah.
that you
An M4.
find
Yeah.
in his... it's on his arm. He never used it, but it's currently on his arm. 2 things on his body. One of them is a bracelet. It's made of wood, and it's beautifully carved. It looks like it must have been like a lot of care has been put into it, and it fits his arm quite beautifully. And it looks like it might be a magical object. I got it, Ellen. Thank you. If you're sleepy tomorrow, you can test this then. The other thing that is around his neck, this wooden pendant. That's a square pendant, long, thin piece of wood with a strange symbol on the top of it that looks like it looks almost like an L with a circle in it. Looks like it might be an elvish letter, but you're not quite sure. It could be meaning nothing. I mean,
okay.
you definitely can't read it. You can't read elvish, can you?
No, I can't
No.
read it.
So you recognize, I mean, elvish is easy to see, but you don't exactly know what it is. It's just a little runic symbol. So it's about 2 inches long, square.
Okay. So imagine Bori's like in shock because she's just like she's got like no legs anymore. So I like in a panic, can I just grab both of the things off him and just like put them on?
Yeah, you slide the this bracelet onto your arm, and the moment that you do, you get like a vision of just flashing through your mind.
But I don't want to use my action. This is very important.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, I'm not using my action. So you tell me if I'm.
So you try to ignore that as best you can, and you just slide it onto your arm, not focusing on it at all. You just slide it on. You feel like you see a flash of vision of this guy like bursting walls from the ground, and that's the only thing that you have in your mind. The necklace you just put on, it has no effect whatsoever as soon as you put it on.
That's fine. I'm just quickly doing that. I'm like focused on what I'm doing then.
Yeah.
Fine. So I'm gonna start. I guess I'm moving at what? Half movement?
Half movement, yeah.
If that.
As you kind of drag your... Well, it's, yeah, half movement, definitely, but you are, like, a no dash possible, I don't think.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna start. I just slowly scooch myself over this way, so I've got kind of line of sight to Neros. I'm like, can I shout at him from here?
Yeah, 60 feet's not too far.
Okay. So I just shouted at him, Templar, I'll come to you. Stay by the tree. And then I pull out another canister out of my bag, but a different one. It's a black one. And I'm gonna hold it until they get kind of close to me, within maybe 10 feet of me, but not right on me.
All right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use it.
So you kind of sit up on your ass with your legs kind of splayed to the side. You pull the canister from your bag, you hold it in your hand, and you watch as these guys continue to run at you, blades drawn, and hold your action.
I'm just gonna pop it now because they're already within 10 feet. So
All right.
it's gonna be. Oh dear, I did it twice. Yeah, a smoke bomb.
Throw it at the ground.
I just pop it and hold it like. There's a 20-foot radius sphere of opaque smoke. Fog.
20-foot radius. About there. Jesus, this is huge. About that, right? No, bigger, slightly bigger. About there. Bang! And it bursts in your hand, and this cloud of fog erupts as it spins out, Battleground style. This is a classic 2 move in Battlegrounds. Throws the fog grenade. So it's on the ground next to you, just spinning out this massive cloud of fog. Completely obscures the area. Any more for any more?
No, that's it.
Alright. Lenneth.
My turn again?
Did I make
Oh,
a
you
mistake?
you haven't decided what you want to do.
Oh, that right.
Yeah, I was just giving you a bit of time to think while I gave it to
Yeah, if they don't make it the next turn, I'm gonna try to let go and levitate, but I only have that one spell slot, and if I fall, I'll probably die. So I'm gonna hang on for now this turn. Sorry, Fergern.
Lenneth continues to hold on. The 5th Templar is up.
Okay. I'm just kind of confused at this point. I have to double check what I actually have for spell slots. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start killing some people. Gonna run 30. Run 30. Misty Step using a 3rd level spell slot.
Holy shit.
To get through, basically on top of this guy.
Ignoring Bori's words, he bamps into the battle and then starts swinging.
Okay, and then that was a bonus action spell. Now maybe I have something to fuck everyone up. This is one hell of a session, Caps. I mean, you really really fucking us on this one. 15 feet. Okay, I'm gonna do bonus action spell. Now it's time for a real spell. 3rd level, Burning Hands.
Burning Hands. Alright, sheathing your great sword, sheathing the small sword next to you, you bring your hands up, they suddenly burst into flame, and as you reach forward, this curl of flame rips out from them and bursts into the air ahead of you. What's the cone on that?
Let's find out. 15-foot cone must make a dex saving throw.
15-foot cone. "15 feet. Oh Jesus, that's a big cone.
And I know where Bori was roughly, so obviously I'm not going to angle it at fucking Bori.
Well, you can't see where Bori is.
Yeah.
In fact, you can't see where half of them are, but I'm going to give it
I know they're
to
in
you.
there. I know they're in there.
Yeah, I know you know they're in there. I'm going to give it to you so that you can work out where to put it. There you go. You got it. Angle it as you will. I think that's a 15-foot cone.
Yep. No, I like that. That looks good. I'll take that.
Because it should be 15 foot at the tip. That's a bit too big, actually.
Yep. I mean,
It should be 15 feet long and 15 feet at the tip. So it's 15 feet long, which needs to be a bit narrow. Yeah, that's about right.
okay, then let's just.
Still 15 feet long, right? Making it
Yeah. Yep. That looks good. Yep, as long as I get 90% of them.
Alright. You reach forward and this burning burst of flame rips out in front of you. And you don't see it land, you just see it burst in through the fog. And as you listen, you just hear screams from the side.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I know.
So, from my perspective... yeah, we'll deal with that afterwards. Now that you're going to see what's going on anyway through the fog. Alright. So... are you done, Templar?
Yeah.
Runkle.
I think Runkle would just.
He's kind of looking at Seraphina and these guys trying to pull each other up, and he's sort of sat there pondering what to do with an intelligence of 6.
Yeah, can I roll like a check or something to see?
Yeah, roll an intelligence check if you like.
Yeah.
As he kind of looks to Seraphina, he's like,
He has an
What is
intelligence of
happening
2.
intelligence of 2? This is not good.
Oh, he rolls a 15, so 11 total.
He kind of sits there, kind of cocks his head to the side. I'm not sure he knows what's going on.
Okay.
But
He just-
he understands language, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
So
yeah.
so Seraphina has called to him.
So
and
yeah, he
understands what
knows
she's
something's
saying.
going on. So
Yeah.
Pad's over. I feel like he'd know that they're dangling off and they don't want to be dangling off, right?
Yeah, I think it's reasonable. You've been
Just seen them
traveling
save
for a while.
Bori before, so.
Yeah. This might be a Mr.
Yeah.
Runkle decision time. Is his mechanical mind see these guys as real friends or not?
Yeah, he's gonna just grab onto Baragran's clothing with his teeth and try yank him up.
Shakes himself for a moment, leans down and bites onto Baragran's like pauldron, pulls him up. Roll me a strength check for like athletics check for the bear, but with all these guys.
Natural 1.
You guys cannot get out of this. The bear's
You
like,
can roll Can I let him roll that again?
yes, you can. Yeah, roll it again. He rolls a 24 because he's rolled twice anyway. So the bear pulls him up, and
Thanks, man.
Lena feels herself being pulled onto the side. Everybody finds themselves safe on this side.
Thank God.
Gotta save Bori.
Do it, just heroically jump off.
After all
Swan
that,
dive.
I'm coming.
Full dive. Superhero landing. Okay, superhero landing.
Alright. So we'll say these guys get virtually all the way up as they're dragging people with them. They look up and they're like, where's the Grand Master?
Somebody talk.
As everybody remains silent in response. Nobody says anything, they just look really awkward. These guys begin to run up. Sa doesn't quite make it up there. Bai Teng and Dong Hong both holding them back because this wind wall doesn't prevent them from getting through, it just slows their progress. A couple of them break through and Bai Teng gets into combat with them as they come through, swatting them back with blasts of air, casting them back through this wind wall as Dong Hong holds it all in place. They'll hold them back for another turn, but eventually they are going to succumb. I'm going to say that this guy turns and begins to run in your direction with a couple of allies.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man, this guy looks different as well. Look at him.
How far can he run? Actually, he's got 60 feet of movement, so he's going to get. He's not. He's going to see the fire. Oh, he's going to see the fire. He's going to run. Actually, what? Wait. What has he got? I didn't mean to sound so excited there. Hey, what has he got?
Don't worry, Cabs. I have a trick up my sleeve as well, so you're not gonna have the last time.
Yep, I've got a trick up my sleeve too.
Let's see him cast that spell.
That's not what I meant. Mine's a bit more morbid than that, but okay.
Zombies?
I wish. I missed that right now.
Wow, that's a cool looking effect.
Yeah.
Gotta be a spell.
Yeah, Cabs. That's gotta be a spell. However, I ain't got no level 3 spell slots.
Oh.
He. It's not called Agonazar Scorcher. I didn't mean to call it that. It's called something else. I'll look it up later. He curls his hands forward in a sweeping motion and does this kind of sideways strike to the side, and as he does so, he curls his hand into the fist of a tiger claw and reaches forward with it, and as he does, this jet of fire bursts from it and just streaks forward like a long flamethrower jetting in your direction. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, young Neros.
Okay.
Neros? Templar, 5th Templar.
It's not talking about counterspell, but the armor has something for magic.
Yes, I mean, it's still
I don't-
magic. It's just
I don't
not-
know, but I have to read it out to you because I don't know how you intended this to be used because this is probably a custom item.
It's not customized by me. Go on.
Okay, it says once a day, when a targeted spell is cast against the wearer and recharges each night, blah blah blah. I have to roll a d6. On a 1, the spell bypasses the armor. On a 2 to 5, the spell is blocked. On a 6, the spell is reflected.
Yeah, that's like a once a day thing, isn't it, or something?
Yeah.
Yes,
My question is, does that apply to this?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's some sort of magic and
Totally,
it doesn't specify.
Yeah, so if you choose to use it, this armor of reflection, as it shimmers for a moment and you concentrate, this huge gout of flame curls towards you. Roll me a d6.
Okay. Doesn't hit me.
As this bolt of flame curls in your direction, it gets absorbed into the central breastplate of this armor. Just as it ripples around you, the effect diminishes and you are unharmed.
Christ.
Alright, these guys keep moving forward, trying to burn through. More will be arriving soon. These 2 monks are going to start jetting flames out of their fingertips as well. While that's going on, though, it's Beregrand.
I've got an idea. I jump on top of Runkle. I cast Cure Wounds on myself at level 2
Okay,
because I'm gonna need it. What was that? Ooh, 12. It's not too bad. And I say, Runkle, go save Bori. And if Runkle tries to run down the stairs, I grab his head and I turn him straight towards the direction Bori's in.
you try and
Let's go.
drive him like a chariot.
I try to drive Runkle off the platform.
Alright.
I can see the veins in Jimmy's head like, no! I might survive this.
I'm coming to help. Kill my man.
Charging towards Bori. How far
Okay.
can Runkle can run? 40 and charge
40
80,
feet.
right?
We'll just
Yeah.
fix him.
So I have literally no idea. What would Bori? What would? Oh yeah, wait. It needs to wait until Mr. Runkle's
Is it
turn.
even
before he
Runkle's
can move.
turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So you basically command him, and you'll like go.
Like that way. Let's go.
Tippletop, you're up.
Okay. How far down is it? It's
100 feet.
So if I was gonna like try and shoot at the people running under, how far would that be?
Yeah, that's not too bad. From here down.
Okay. So I'm going to use dash
120
to
feet,
dash
maybe?
over to the side.
Alright,
And then I'm going to start just shooting at them.
alright. So it would be like 150 feet distance, basically.
No, okay, I'm not going to do that.
I'm
now.
trying to work it out. I can never do. It's complicated. It's a trigonometry. Trigonometry solver. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, so it's 30 feet along and 100 feet down, so it would be like 120 feet, not 150.
120.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be 150.
Okay, I'm good with 120.
A squared plus B squared.
Equals math.
3 and 100, 30 and 100. Alexa, what's the square root of 30 squared plus 100 squared?
He's not going to be able to do that.
Okay, I think it's like 103 feet.
And you broke Alexa.
Yeah, I think I broke Alexa. Go for it.
Go on, I'm going to shoot him.
Do it.
Okay. $22?
22 hits as you reach off the edge, arcing towards the surface.
And that's 16 points of damage.
Alright. Hits him.
And that's me.
Bori! You're in a cloud of smoke.
So I'm just going to keep, like, snaking my way over that way.
I am a snake, follow me.
I am the snake, follow me.
We can go 12 and a half, so like there.
Snake,
Different.
snake.
Do I have my cannon?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So the guys underneath this thing are all cooked, except for...
I can't see anything in there.
No, you can't.
You're
They're all kind of
essentially
burning.
blinded when you're inside the smoke. So
All you can
literally
see is this kind of form at the edge, just sending flames in.
Mm. You said I can't dash, right?
I don't think that's a proper ruling. I think you probably should be able to dash.
Okay. Well, I'll just use all my movement to get to the edge of the cloud then.
Yeah, you're still moving at half speed. Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Lenneth.
Yeah. There's no way we're gonna be able to open that portal on time anymore.
Who
Well then.
knows?
Huh?
Who knows?
Oh, Lenneth has a plan.
I don't have a plan at all.
Oh, dear.
I had a plan and now it's gone. Because everyone's starting to leap off the ledges, and so the point is kind of lost to open the. Yeah, the thought was to hold a stance up here against the people while I do the teleportation spell, but
Well, then you have to say that when everyone gets to the top of the platform, what happened to the Grand Master? You say, oh, he's gone, but I'm opening a portal.
yeah, well, you were already on the ground, so it wasn't really any point.
Yep.
You imagine he said.
You do what you gotta do.
yourself. Yeah, what do you want to do? You've got Berogrand next to you, Seraphina's up there, the bear's up there, and there's a bunch of what are quickly becoming refugees running up onto the surface of the platform, looking for a Grand Master to protect them that is no longer there.
Yeah, it's gonna take me 10 minutes to cast the spell
10
in
minutes?
a ritual.
This
Yeah,
could be
with
fun.
ritual. So,
That's only 60 turns.
It's Kobayashi Maru time.
right?
Can
It's
the
like
group hold
everyone's
out for
gonna
60
be able to get up here and kill everybody anyway.
If it's that long a cast time, it means you're not supposed to use it in combat. That's the point.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
But it
that's
is
what-
possible, but you'd have to wait 60 fucking turns to make it happen. Like, be a long
So
time.
let's continue to do what I can from here. Which is magic missile. Is what I've left. And my bow, I guess. Oh, I used my movement to dash. Never mind. I can't do that this turn.
5th Templar.
Question: How long? What is the distance on the blizzard spell from the sword?
I think 60 feet. Let me check. Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do that. Use a sword. Blizzard, those guys. Those 5, the ones I can get in the back there. And it just says 3d6 cold damage and 20-foot radius, DC 14.
Alright. DC 14.
Dex,
Dex.
20-foot radius.
Oh, fails. What's the damage?
3d6, I'll roll it for you now. 12 points of freezing damage, cold damage, ice damage, nippy damage.
What's the range? What's the
20,
radius?
20-foot radius.
Fucking hell, so it's as big as the fog cloud, basically. Yeah, so you can
That's
cover all
shame.
of those.
Yep, that's fine.
As farmers and peasants freeze to death in the background from that damage. But the
Fire and
guy at the
ice.
front is still going. It's this hailing blizzard.
Fire and ice together.
I was waiting for that.
Okay, I'm gonna just run up to Bori now.
This- Oh, sorry, go on. Got more?
It's an action to pick her up then, yeah?
I'm going to say bonus action in this case because Bori
I scoop up
is
Bori.
basically a child. She's like, but I used a bonus action to scoop her up as Faenor, so I think it's only fair that you do too. Mr.
Okay.
Runkle is up.
I'm gonna run the remaining 20.
Move at half speed with Bori on you.
I'm with the remaining 10.
So you managed to run with Bori. Actually, kind of getting there now.
Like one arm, Bori, great sword in the other.
What does Runkle do?
I think Runkle, he's gonna trust Berogrand, so he's gonna run kind of the way he steers him, but at the same point, he's not just gonna run off
Why?
a cliff.
He's not going to kill himself.
Self-preservation, it's one of the rules of AIs.
Yes.
But I'm happy to roll it.
You're not happy to roll it, you're obligated to
It's
roll
like,
it.
Runkle, just trust me. Get down there and save Bori.
You roll like a, I don't know, like a wisdom save or something.
I don't know
He'd
if
kill him
Runkle's
himself to save Bori.
right to kill himself to save Bori.
Yeah.
I think that command he would probably follow if it was Bori giving it. I don't know if he'd follow it if Berogrand did.
No,
Could be
that's
a
not
trick.
fair. He's not following it blindly, but at the same point, like he trusts
Alright.
Berogrand and he wants to save Bori.
So he needs like a wisdom save, like a will save, to sort of have the...
Yeah,
Alright, roll me...
whether he,
Yeah, roll a wisdom...
I
Roll
don't
a...
even know if he's smart enough to do that, but I'll just leave it up to him. I'll just leave it up to him. What are we doing? What would you say is wisdom
It's definitely like wisdom.
or vision?
It would be like a... I don't know, it's a weird decision, isn't it? I think it would be... Maybe roll a wisdom save and see what happens. Like a wisdom save would be...
Do you want me to roll a persuasion and then
Yeah, and roll it
Yeah.
against his wisdom. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
it's me?
that's a good idea. Roll a persuasion check. Persuade Runkle. This might be the end of Mr. Runkle.
Nope. 9.
It's low.
So Runkle just runs to the edge, but then stops at the edge and just looks down, surveying.
Damn it, Runkle! I knock his sombrero off. Pacha!
That makes him pretty mad. Tempted to Bronco him off.
Alright.
So,
These guys begin to make their way forward at this point, like assaulting and destroying and taking down Dong Hong and Bai Teng. You can see them just trying to take swings, and they just get assaulted by these numerous guys, ceremonial daggers out, knifing them and adding to their number. At the end of their turn, as Dong Hong and Bai Teng go, these guys are going to start heading up the stairs towards the group, as many as there are, with many more arriving. You can see them, like they're now 250 feet away, hundreds of them in a wave coming towards you, so they'll arrive within, what we say, 60, 120, so 4 rounds they'll arrive. Bergrand, you're up.
Okay, well, from here, I'm just gonna start shooting. So I can see this guy, right?
Yes,
Does he look particularly different? Sorry.
he does. As you take a close look, he's got robes, he's got darkened skin, and he's even got little horns across, like, just bursting from underneath the surface of his scalp, curling down the back of his head, as he kind of looks up to you, and you can see him doing more kind of monk-type martial art moves, and fire beginning to curl around his hands as he looks like he's going to throw something in your direction.
Okay, bonus action. I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark onto him.
Okay?
Oh no, I can't. No, I can't. But I'll cast it on him anyway. And then I'm gonna shoot him.
Reload the crossbow, take a look past Mr. Runkle, who just kind of roars in anticipation.
We'll do -5 for +10.
Alright, take them shots.
23.
That definitely hits.
So it's 25 damage.
It hits him.
Do it
What
again.
about your humanoid damage too?
Yeah, that is. It's +10 and then +4.
What about
Sorry. Oh, Hunter's Mark. Thanks. That's just number 1.
1.
Okay, and then 17, which is only 12.
That misses.
But then we can re-roll on a miss.
That hits.
22. As at 19, 24.
Strikes him in the forehead, crunching the front of his face in,
Oh my
deforming
God.
it horribly. He dies.
That's 4. Yeah! Fuck that guy. Okay. I'm good for now. I'm just like... from about 5 stories up. Stand back, keep running! That's all I say.
Feeny.
What are the other guys doing that are near to the Templar and Boring?
These two are currently, you can't see them, they're in the fog, and they can't see out, and they don't know what the Bori has left, so they're just kind of going to be milling around until that fog stops as they try and hunt for Bori. Oh wait.
Okay.
No, you're right. That is not the case. Thinking with one mind. They can't see, but they don't need to use their eyes.
oh shit.
So yeah, they begin to hop towards these guys.
You don't need to use your eyes?
They do need to use their eyes, but they've got like the eyes of everyone else.
No.
Oh,
One
no.
mind. They charge
That's
forward,
convenient.
but that's going to happen next round. Yeah,
So can I see them then?
Yeah, you can see them. They burst from the kind of smoke.
Okay, I'll take a shot at all one. 20?
20 hits.
Oh, what happened there?
They're just rolling a single attack each against the Templar, because they should have had an attack.
Oh, okay.
So that's 27 points of damage.
Okay, so Templar, you take 8 points of piercing damage as these two come up and stab you with ceremonial daggers, trying to carve something into you. You've got heavy armor, makes it difficult for them to get in, but they're doing their best. But before they finish their work, Seraphina, you just see a bolt strike one of them in the chest, and he staples into the ground behind him, just crumples around the bolt. He
I do have a
dies.
reaction to raise my AC by 1.
What's your AC?
19, but with my feet, I can raise it by 1 as a reaction.
Okay, so you only take 5 piercing damage then from the second attack. As the first one, you parry, like block the first attack with your arm or something as it tries to come in, while Carrie and Bori just running. One of them stapled to the ground. Seraphina got another shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a -5.
All right.
17?
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 20 points of damage on that one.
Another round. 2 shots, 2 dead, as the two of them just get stapled to the ground. I know, Ellen. I know. I'm trying to find a good place for us to stop so you can go.
We're at the last leg of it now.
Not really.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the last leg of it.
Bori.
I'm going to. I'm going to put another smoke bomb into the Runkle cannon.
Nice.
Load it up,
Oh,
and it's got 120-foot range on it.
Do you have the Runkle cannon if you're on the back of...
I'm holding him.
I asked you if I had the cannon, and you said yes.
Oh,
Anyway,
I see your point. Yes. On
I
the
don't
in
need
the
the-
big cannon.
Yeah, I don't need the cannon anyway. It's a spell that's got 120-foot range.
Yeah, I know,
so
I know.
it's just- So yeah. Yeah.
So into the thunder cannon, you slide onto your attachment. This bolt, aim.
Yeah. And I'm going to do it at level 2. So it's 40-foot radius.
Mother of God, twice as big.
Oh shit! How the fuck am I gonna navigate that?
Okay, now he definitely can't see what's going on. He's got a lot of eyes, but fuck is he cannot be able to
Yeah.
see through that.
And I try and, angle it away so there's some sort of path we can get, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, underneath the tree. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. I'm thinking, like, this bit here is kind of walkable, right? It's not actually that wide all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lenneth?
Yeah,
Sorry,
so-
Bro, you got more?
No, that's it.
Lenny.
Lenneth.
Is Leonard okay? Do we need to stop?
We do need to stop.
Yeah, I think we do.
Does Ellen want to take one more turn and then... Or does she?
No, I think she's good for now. She's coming back now.
Is she? Are you sure?
Yeah.
If she's not, we can stop at any point. Like, I know that she's messaged me a couple of times. She's like, I can do more 30 more minutes. And I was like, that was
Yeah,
like
we'll stop
40
it.
minutes ago now.
Yeah, we'll stop now.
Stop now?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. So, with Bori on the back of the 5th Templar sprinting back towards the base of the tree, and with the army, like on the right hand side, this force of about 30 odd people now, including now a couple of air monks that are being converted, will descend on the tree in this round. Except that there's a fog cloud, so it's going to take them at least a round or two to navigate that because they are blind for the minute, all of them. In 4 rounds' time, what's now 3 rounds, the rest of the army is going to arrive. So do you want to leave it right here, and then we'll just pick it up, like straight back up? Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
that's
3-4 rounds is going to take a while, isn't it?
fine. Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. In which case, let's find out what happens next time.
Let's play again as soon as possible.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm
Oh,
free
awesome.
anytime.
I can do anything next week. If there is.
I can do tomorrow night.
Yeah, no.
Give us a. How are you guys for kind of next week or the week after?
Mondays and Tuesdays still work for me. I can see about the other days.
Do you do doodle for next week?
Yeah, I'll do doodle for next week.
Maybe we just aim for like next Monday.
Work a lot.
That's all right.
Monday,
Gwyneth.
Tuesday, or Wednesday.
And I work only late shifts.
That's all right. We'll put up if we put up
Let's
a
do
doodle.
doodle.
Like, don't feel bad. Just let us know when you can and can't do it, and we'll just make sure we work around you. Doesn't matter if we need to delay it for a week or so to make sure that you.
But make sure you're free tomorrow.
Yeah.
It will be the last week of my job next week. So next week will be the last one. So afterwards.
You've gone really quiet, but it sounds like you're saying.
Well, a few weeks after it'll be better.
Cool.
So
Okay.
not next week, but the week after, maybe.
Potentially,
Yeah.
potentially next week, maybe. Most likely the week after.
Let's do doodle and fill
I'll
it
do
in
a
when
doodle.
you
Yeah.
when you know
Fine. We'll
when you're ready.
doodle it up.
Alright. Thanks for tonight, guys.
GG.
GG's, guys.
Bye.
Good luck getting it tomorrow. Bye.
Sleep well. Later.